Start recording.
I swear to God.
I think we're fucked.
You know it's not great when an entire page has to be dedicated to one creature.
No, that's no. I think you should just have that page. Just cut it in half.
I do actually. I'm not using this page.
You should cut it in half again.
Just using all of this one. All of this one.
Just cut that one in half.
All of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I bring a knife? I had it last night and I was like, you know what would be a lot easier to cut this with? A knife. What do I not bring today? A knife.
A knife.
Okay, you guys were pretty good on your saving throws last time. Just be
Guys,
good at it again.
I think my next character is gonna be a Kenku.
We need to get through one more level up.
That just repeats shit over and over and over again.
In like each of our voices, basically.
Yes.
Oh. Kenkus are great though.
I love them so much.
In my main campaign, my group found a group of Kenkus at like a market, and they're known. What we named them the Big Sale Boys, because all they knew how to say at that point was "Big Sale." To find out that if we would have gone in the back room, we would have found the original shopkeep tied up. However, it's fine. We love our Big Sale Boys. They are true. We have sending stones.
They can do whatever they want.
We got sending stones with them. That's how much we love them.
Oh, that's
they just say "Big Sale" back to you.
Big Sale.
I feel like a group of Kenku should be called a mimicry.
Yes.
Kenku.
But all right, it's time to die.
Let me stall.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Where's my brother?
Alexa exists. Your brother is being absorbed currently by the closet.
Yes.
I stole the ring light from him, so he no longer had it.
He must sit in darkness.
Well,
Yes.
couldn't you guys share a camera?
The way she has it set up right now, no.
Ah, damn it.
It's like theoretically, yes, but you know.
I choose life.
But in
What we're
reality,
saying-
it's closet time.
What we're
Closet
saying
time.
here is someone wears the pants, and you just figure out who that is.
And the
Yeah.
other one has the camera. Just kidding. And they have to switch off. It's either pants or camera, and you just.
It's either pants or camera. Welcome to the Playboy Mansion.
One of us wears the pants, and one of us sits in the closet. It's fine.
When we
Alright.
last left our orphan angst heroes,
Orphan eggs.
they spent a little bit of time.
One of them isn't actually an orphan.
They spent
have
a little
to
bit of
kill you.
time in the city of Nexal.
I'm kidding,
Not
I love you.
not exactly taking in the luxuries of the hotel they were staying at, but you know, having a good time nonetheless.
Ace.
You know, that was up until Ronnie had to make the decision of a lifetime. Find out if she really wanted to learn what had happened to her poor dear mother and father. But with the unity of her friends behind her, and of course, Lyryl's loving embrace, although Lyryl may not have been there during the actual delve into her memories, Tajora dived deep into her memories, breaching that wall of either self-induced trauma or some sort of amnesia, to find that her mother had agreed to go on some sort of mission, one that she was fairly sure would only take a year, maybe two. However, seemed to go a little bit longer than that. Using the scry spell, knowing that if the spell had failed, she would know that her mother had met an impending doom. She saw her mother about to lead a new group of young adventurers in some sort of metallic dome, and found that a blink dog had been named after her so that she never forgot why she had come here in the first place. Putting together that this was the Spelljammer, the large floating metallic structure out in the middle of nowhere, maybe? Very, very far away into the night sky. They put a pin on that for a second, and collected a bunch of artifacts that Tajora had made using the remnants of various dragon mutations that they had fought. In the nighttime, several of us decided to have interesting little adventures. Arrows discovered one of the kind of dickbag students from the guards out crying at the nighttime, where none of his tears could be heard except by weird people in the forest. And she told him to go out and search for his destiny, and also allowed him to fly, which is one of the things he wanted when he was a little kid. Whereas Nyx received an interesting sending spell. Speaking of a certain, I believe Rosa was her name?
Correct.
Speaking that Rosa was alive and was with him. And when she tried to respond back with a simple, "What?" received no message back.
And then
With
I was a
all-
badass. Jumped off the roof. Teleported into my bedroom.
Yep. Just fully jumped off a roof and then Misty stepped into the bedroom. Before realizing that anybody with the Misty Step spell probably could have done that at any point in the night, and that you probably should close your blinds.
That's when she realized.
On one hand, that was really cool. On the other hand, ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go D&D.
And with all of our band of merry adventurers, except for Silva, who had just, honestly, like a great night's sleep.
On to bed.
My beauty rest.
Yeah,
don't
they just
fuck with
decided.
our
The
little goblin
smartest
guy.
out of all of us.
Easily.
With all of you kind of going through your own thing, you realized that at some point this must be put on the back burner. You have a mission to do. You have a world to save. You climbed and climbed and climbed to the top of Mount Zatal, and then bickered like children for like a solid 20 to 30 minutes about who was going to be bait, who was going to go and do this, and who was going to do that, before Nyx decided to just fuck off on her own, seeming to shift her body into the form of Stratats, the old lady that would eventually become Tiamat. And through a combination of, God, I cannot say this enough, really shitty rolls on the brothers' part, actually managed to distract them long enough for you guys to get a surprise round on these two brothers. The combat seemed to be looking really well, and Lyral, fueled by rage and divine might, struck down one of the brothers, who let out a final gasping roar. And that was when the clouds above you stopped rumbling. The thunder and the lightning stopped roaring. And the power source behind that storm decided to make itself known. An even
Are we
bigger
over that part?
deep dragon that you guys were fighting before, which is saying something. landed down, said something in Draconic. You can assume that it probably wasn't a welcome, and looked Lyral directly in the eye, seeing her mace covered in the blood of his son, and with a huge roar that even silenced her battle cry, we continue our initiative order. At the top of the round, we have arrows. What are you doing?
Wait, can we repost the initiative order? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue what the initiative
Let
order
me
is.
find it.
Also, can we talk about Lizzie's lights? Like, those are badass. They're so
Yes.
cool. I need you to send me the brand of those immediately. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
Oh, why didn't
Don't
I
worry.
just copy and paste that?
yeah.
I can at least put this, because this is... Okay, yeah, that is what you guys know.
However, I must take Luna
Mhm.
away, as Kira killed her.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
How dare
Hundo.
you?
Nah. Okay.
Yeah, Luna was the one that went up into the storm to find out what had happened,
Oh.
and then got absolutely bitch-smacked back to the, back to the magical realm by which she was created
Yep.
by a claw about 16 times the size of her.
Wasn't Luna like all of
Too
a
dark.
day old?
Not
Yeah.
even.
Not
Not
like a
even.
couple hours.
Cool.
It was about a 4-hour journey for you guys up the mountain.
She was
Fair.
just enjoying life.
Okay, so I think arrows would just kind of stop, look up, acknowledge the fact that this is really, wait, this is really happening kind of thing, and then just knock another arrow, let's go again, and she would probably try to actually end up hitting that thing again. She'd probably end up trying to get to this guy instead of going for
You want Big Daddy?
Big Daddy. Yes,
Okay.
We had a plan.
Go ahead.
I know we had a plan. But
I'm sorry,
this
I
is
have to
just
shut up.
happening.
What
I have to shut
plan?
I have to shut
plan?
up. I'm sorry. I will come back to eating my pot pie.
I want some.
You know what? I'm actually
Yeah,
going to
sure.
the player plotting area, so I'm going to let you guys kind of have that on your own without me being able to see it.
Okay. So let me work
Oh, yeah.
D&D Beyond again.
May I ask? I think there was 2 people slowed, wasn't there?
I was slowed.
Oh,
Yes, I believe it
That's
was.
right. I'm
it was
slow.
arrows and
Arrows.
Ronnie.
Slowed.
So that
Yeah,
means that there is
okay.
only one action, or like
Either action or a bonus action, but not both. -2 to AC, half speed, and if you cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, you must roll a die, and on an 11 or higher, it doesn't activate until next turn.
Someone will probably have to remind me of all these things, but
That's fair.
I will do 1 action. That's
Okay.
how we gonna do right now. So she's just gonna do what she can, take out her longbow
do not get too far away from Ronnie.
I'm still super close to y'all. Well, relatively. I don't think she just kind of is making a circumference around the area that we've just been in. Just kind of always on the move, but not necessarily moving one way or another, just kind of making a circle. So yeah,
Doing
she's
the, like,
gonna
juke and
do...
jive.
Alright, take out the dice.
What?
Grab the dice.
Grab that dog.
You're good. Not good. It's okay. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. Just hits.
Oh my god.
You love to see it.
And this is just a regular arrow, y'all, so... Fuck. That was so depressing. 6 whole points of damage.
And your is
take
your
it.
bow itself magical?
Not the yes, it is a +1 bow. This
Okay.
regular this one.
So
I swear I just lost my D4 now. I don't know where the hell it just disappeared to. D4 in the couch
Don't
cushion.
step on it.
I know.
The deadly weapon.
It really is. Continue.
your arrow flies out and strikes true, and it seems to dent the scales of the dragon, maybe just a little bit, but its attention seems currently undisturbed.
You're dirty.
There's just an epic showdown between Lyral and this dragon, and then from out of frame, you just see the arrow
May-
go over his side and fall down.
Can
You guys just hear. Well, fuck.
May I ask, just for clarification in my mind, where is everybody and how far away are we from each other?
Oh, I found it. It was a D10.
Were we all
Lyral-
within 30 feet of each other?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You guys are all within 30 feet of each other. Lyral and Silva are within melee distance of the second dragon. The ancient deep dragon is maybe you're about 20 or so feet away from its feet.
Oh!
So would it count as, like, say, if I had a spell that was a range of something, it would be from the closest part of me kind of deal?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Jude, what are you doing? You can't have my pot pie, motherfucker!
Yeah, it's kind of difficult when it comes to a creature this large
Go.
to
Go.
decree how
Back up.
far away it is from
Back
you.
up.
Are you trying to attack its center mass? Then it's
Go.
probably about 40 to 50 feet away from you. Are you trying to hit it at all? Probably 20.
But, like, say if I had a spell, like...
If you
What's
had,
an
like, let's say,
example?
Scorching Ray, and, like, you're trying to hit this thing and you don't care where you're hitting it, yeah, you can hit this thing in its big toe.
Like, but what if it was, like, say, like, silvery barbs?
Silvery barbs? Yeah, I would say that would count. Because I also believe that silvery barbs is... Does it target the creature or the creature it's attacking?
It targets the creature.
Okay. Then, yeah, I would say that you're probably within range for silvery barbs.
Okay, because I know silvery barbs
theoretically, if we
itself
just
is...
keep stabbing it in its pinky toe, we'll eventually get somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, like, you'll hit a vein at some point, right?
It's like a Hydra head. It's like the Hydra. You
Yeah.
just do enough damage and then it just
Just
falls
keep
off.
hitting
Yeah,
it and
you lop off his toe.
pray.
You lop off his toe and then he grows 2 more. And eventually he's just, like, all feet and all toes.
No, stop!
My biggest fear.
Ugh. That's an ick.
Yeah, the spider skittering is perfectly fine.
Stop!
Do you
This
guys
is a
want to?
no.
Do you guys want to know what I think would be the worst way to break a finger?
Yeah.
Sure.
If the
Please.
pinky,
Yeah, I do.
if the pinky goes this way
Ooh.
instead of like backwards or forwards, if it just whoop,
So, if you go Spock but way too far.
yeah,
If it just is down here now.
yeah,
I'm disgusted.
you're welcome.
I'm
Can
gonna
we
put
get
a,
back
I'm gonna
to getting
pin,
ourselves killed, please?
I'm gonna put a pin in this like weird body horror sub angle that we've
Yeah,
gone
great.
through. And arrows, is that all that you're going to be doing? Because you are only able to make one weapon attack.
So it'd be if you have movement.
Yes, if you have, well, you do. You have 15 feet of movement.
Who, me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize we were talking about
No, it is still your turn.
I thought we were on Nyx's turn for some reason. Okay.
What,
I'm
you
like
skipped over
scared.
Silva completely.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just I'm not gonna get any closer, not get any farther away, just keep on making this circle.
Okay. Sounds
And
good.
it's-
You're
well,
doing
it's
your like
literally just this.
current crouch
no.
B, arm the gingerbread.
Well, fuck.
And yeah, Arrow is just like doesn't even look at you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Understandable.
That's all I
Silva,
got.
you are up.
You'll see this look of fear just instantly wash over Silva's face as they're scanning the party being slowed, scanning this ancient dragon. They try to shake it off, and then I'm going to make 3 strikes against the back of the adult dragon's leg.
Very well.
First one with advantage, and that is a 22 to hit.
22 is going to hit.
Okay. One moment. That's going to be a first level Divine Smite as well.
Do it up. Don't even need to ask if this is magical. It's a freaking paladin. All the
It is
things they do are
Definitely
magical.
magical. So that is 34 points of slashing damage, and then 7 points of radiant on the first strike.
Very well.
Second attack is going to be a 24 to hit,
Yeah. 24 hits.
14 points of slashing damage. Divine Smite for 10 points of radiant. And last
points of
strike
radiant.
is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, they just keep getting bigger.
Uh-huh. And that's 12 points of slashing. Last Divine Smite for 12 points of radiant. And-
Yeah, you just absolutely lay into this the second brother, and just you can see sprays of purple blood and broken off scales, just hitting the floor as you're like, we need to deal with this guy quick, and then head on to Daddy.
And then after that, I'm going to roll to the next leg and just prepare for 3 more strikes on the opposite leg.
Okay. At the end of your turn, the adult dragon sees you rolling over to the other leg. It's going to spin on his heel and strike at you with its tail. And that is a 21 to hit.
Just misses.
Oh,
Damn.
1
This-
point away.
this tail comes within inches of you. You have never been that close to smell a dragon before, but you have its scent committed to memory.
I'm just going to give a shake and look over to my teammates. Hopefully.
But it is not the only one with legendary actions.
Oh, shit.
It is going to look over at you, Silva, and it mutters something in Draconic as it seems to take notice of something, of what your abilities are capable of.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
And I am going
No.
to need a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save.
Don't you have a +3?
Yeah. But I rolled a 2, so it's a 5.
It seems to have the same commanding spores that its children do, but these ones are more of where theirs are more of like a light purple. These are more of a almost red. As it's honed and defined and potent, way more than its children were. So let's see, because we don't have a battlefield, right? But we know who's within melee range of these dragons. Because we know that Ronnie is pretty close. Lyral is right up next to it. And Nyx and Arrows are as safe a distance away as they think they can be.
Okay.
But this also allows for movement. So,
Oh, shit.
we're just going to be fair. We're just going to be fair, right?
Uh-oh. Don't make me do it.
And I'm going to assign you guys 1, 2, 3, and 4. Silva,
Yes.
your
No.
head turns on a swivel as if someone else is looking through your eyes. And your eyes settle on the visage of an old woman you have never met.
I look like a changeling.
Oh, are you back in your changeling form?
I'm back in my changeling form.
You are okay. So you're back in your changeling
So even
form.
worse.
So you know for a fact, in your heart, that this is Nyx.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting, different form that you've ever met. Probably should talk about that soon. But your mouth opens and your voice says words that your mind does not create as you look at her and say, imposter, how dare you take the visage of my queen? And I'm going to need all 3 of your attacks.
Just regular attacks?
Just regular attacks. You do not need to put any
I'm
divine
dead.
smites or anything like that into this.
Okay.
I'm
I
But
just
I am
wanted to
going
make-
to need all 3 of your attacks.
Oh my god.
I'm dead.
The first one is a 31.
Okay.
It's
That is 14 points of slashing on the first one.
okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Miss.
And the last strike is another 31 to hit.
Hits.
15
Wait.
points of slashing damage.
Wait. Silvery barbs.
Oh shit.
As I'm just. Silver, what the fuck?
Well, do I need to roll something?
You re-roll and you take the lower, so I basically gave you disadvantage.
Okay, 17 again.
Miss.
Perfect.
My
So-
heart.
This ferocity that you have not seen in Silva, that does not seem like Silva. There is no beauty or grace behind their attacks. They stride forward with unnerving speed and say these terrible things and go to attack you. And the first hit catches you off guard, like directly center mass. You are able to dodge the second one, and as you call out, like, Silva, what the fuck? Your magic leaves your words, and Silva, you are caught off guard for a second, and your weapon
just
just
wants
kind of
my food.
impacts the dirt beneath you as you shake your head and snap out of whatever was controlling you.
Nick, I'm so sorry. I just... You weren't you for a moment, or you were you. I'm just sorry.
It's okay. Just please don't do that again.
That was a
Oh,
legendary action, so
God.
Nyx, it's your turn.
Question.
Yes.
Dispel magic says it can either get a creature, an effect, or it was something else. I should have had this up. One creature, object, or magical effect. Would slow classify as the magical effect? Could I get them both?
You would be able to dispel it on one of them, but you can dispel the slow effect. It doesn't matter who cast it. Basically, you wouldn't have to find the source.
Okay, I guess my main thing was it says magical effect. I guess I was wondering if the slow would count as an effect and I could get them both in it at once.
Because it requires 2 different saves, it's 2 different effects.
I thought your plan was to twin spell it.
My original plan was to quicken spell and be able to then cast a damage. However, I will... Do I have the sorcery point?
Y'all all ruin our plans.
You would need 3 sorcery points in order to do that, because Dispel Magic is a 3rd level spell.
I will twin spell a Dispel Magic on our slowed friends.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, 1 second here.
Because
It is a 3rd level spell.
Yes, it
So
says I
it
can
is-
dispel any spell of 3rd level or lower. I
Correct.
will
Anything higher than that
upcast
would have needed the thing.
if needed. Because I believe
Uh,
Nyx would know that slow is a 3rd level spell.
I think that Nyx would know it's his 3rd level spell, especially at this point when you guys are like 16th level. Yeah, you have enough knowledge of spells that low level that you're like, I know that Dispel will be able to take care of this.
Okay, so then I will dispel magic on both of them, and she'll just say, "We need you both in the fight here," and I will... I mean, no matter where I move, if they fuck with Silva again, he's gonna follow me, so I'll just stay where I am, making sure I'm still within 30 feet of everybody.
Okay, fair enough. Ronnie and Arrows, you guys find that the kind of magical gravitational pull that was forcing your body to move in this like rigid and slow way ceases its effect on you. Your movement is as quick as it ever was. And yes, Nyx has helped you.
You're welcome.
Gracias.
Now we get to initiative count 20. Which one did I use first? This one, because I didn't even tell Ronnie to do anything, because fucking poison. So, I'm just gonna go odd to evens here to see what we do next.
How about neither?
Okay. The ancient deep dragon sinks its claws into the very earth of the mountain beneath you, and the ground starts to swell up with this violet moss and sludge that seems to coat the entire ground beneath you. And at this point, that will all be considered difficult terrain until the next initiative 20 count. But now problems happen.
Fuck.
More problems than we've already had?
Oh yes, the first thing it did to you was a legendary action.
How about
Now it gets its turn.
Now it's the lair. Oh,
That's okay. That's okay.
It's been nice.
It's alright. It's cool.
It looks at Lyral.
Lyral, what's your
bunches-
AC?
Don't worry about it.
And it bunches its claw. And it looks over at Silva, sees the damage that they can do. And it looks over at Nyx and sees that it has dispelled its effect.
And then it looks at arrows and it's like, meh.
It looks over at Arrows with this look that says you have the fucking audacity. And it looks over, lastly, at Ronnie. And rears back, and this violet miasma spews from its mouth, obscuring temporarily all of your visions, causing different mirages of your worst fears and terrible hopes to flare up the anxieties that already dwell within you. And I'm going to need... Is it the powerful wisdom saving throw? It is! I'm going to need that wisdom saving throw.
And we all have +3 to that, yeah? Was this
Yes.
Oh.
because of your
so
effects?
I don't want to jinx it. I should be. Come on, Caleb's dice.
Wisdom? So that's a...
Natty 20.
Nat
We've got
one.
ourselves... Oh,
Silva!
No.
oh no.
Josh, put those dice away.
31?
I need
Oh,
to.
damn.
I got
31.
an 18. I feel like I'm on the
Me.
cusp. I feel like nope, from that look I failed it.
Do you need me to calculate all that, or are you good?
No, I'm good. Nix, you were one off of the DC.
I got a 21.
You got a 21. You beat it. The DC was 19.
You can't scare Nyx from her greatest fears because she's already lived it.
But has Nix lived it with this
Quit talking
little
shit.
that little bit of hope from the sending spell that she received? As she starts to believe that maybe it is just someone with high level magic just messing with you. You heard your brother's voice. You heard name of your sister, but you didn't hear her voice. God.
How much damage do I take? I'm real low.
So for those of you who succeeded,
Uh-huh.
you will take 25 points of psychic damage.
I'm so sorry. Oh,
Hey, Lyra. Hey, Lyra, you got Revivify, right?
Am I gonna live long enough to cast it? Is the real question.
Well, you guys know how saves work.
So I take 50.
That would be 50 points of psychic damage to those who failed,
I'm out.
and
Okay.
you are frightened of this creature for one minute.
No plot twist. I'm not
Oh.
frightened. I'm not frightened. I'm unconscious.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Strength of the because strength of the grave won't help me. I need like a nat 20 on it. I
Hey,
took 50
never-
damage.
never underestimate the power of a clutch nat 20.
I'm just
Exactly.
gonna try and save that for a death save. Cause I'm on the ground.
So, are you able to use Strength of the Grave or no?
I have it prepared. Like, I still have use of it. I need to take 5 plus the damage taken. I would need to get 55. On a d20.
Here's the thing. I will say
Or is
this
it half
right,
the
like,
damage?
it's probably
Nope.
half.
It's when damage you make... Nope. 5 plus damage taken.
Interesting.
Ooh, so you
I'm-
have to roll.
I have to roll a nat 20. Or do I...
Go ahead and roll it.
Not even.
Come
You
on,
got
come on,
it.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come
I
on, come on,
mean-
come on. Oh.
Oh, we get to see it.
Oh, okay.
No. I rolled a 6.
Uh,
Watch if that would have
Disappointment.
worked.
I'd
Well,
assumed.
it's been very cool.
Nyx is unconscious.
So, Nyx, you feel that heaviness in your heart as the pain seeps through your head. You know one of two things, and neither of them are good. Either someone is messing with you, someone is attacking you at your lowest point and making it seem like your family is alive, or your family is alive and they're well, and you're never going to see them again.
I would like to add on to this to make it worse. Nyx back then knew a lot of changelings. They could have mimicked her brother's voice.
100%. There's also, you know what? If you know enough about the slow spell to know what level it is, you know that there are spells out there that can mimic voice.
100%.
So, who knows? But as you feel your body kind of give way, you feel like you may never get that closure.
I'm unconscious, I'm not dead. Am I dead? Wait. Are you trying to tell me something?
Caitlin gave
No.
us trust issues.
Wait, what is your max HP?
Wait, guys, this
You
was
didn't-
just a first
wait,
attack.
Wait,
too.
so yeah, wait.
Ah.
Is it half of my max HP I gotta get to, or
No.
double?
It has to do your
Double.
remaining plus your max.
I'm good.
Oh,
I'm good.
that's interesting.
I had 29 left. That's why if all three of Silva's hits had hit, I was dead.
Well, I mean, hey, death saving throws need to
One
happen,
away.
So, you know.
From the save I needed.
Ronnie, this is now your turn.
It is. Mm-hmm.
You feel that slow effect is now gone from you, and you may move at normal speed. The miasma dissipates as you are shown multiple images of the kind of life you could have led had your mother just said no to this mission, whatever she went on. You know, happy jaunts through, picnic fields, and you may not have become this battle-hardened person had all she said was no. But at the moment, you got shit to do. And you brushed that off, and you were like, I know she's alive. We'll talk.
I'm gonna look over to where Nyx has just collapsed. And then look back up at the gigantic, enormous, terrifying dragon that is standing in front of me, who is currently a little too fixated on my girlfriend for my taste. Kind of sort of wave my arms to get his attention and be like, hey, what the fuck was that? And then
Make just like a general charisma check for me.
This seems like it might be on the same level of like flirting with Strahd.
19.
19.
It's a natural 19. I don't have any modifiers.
Perfect.
I'm not charismatic.
Hey, that was a good roll though.
I don't want to be here.
Now hold on. I'm gonna have him wisdom
Oh my
save
God.
at you. Kind of like this is like compel duel. You see that for a second, his gigantic head, the size of a like parliament building, turns to look at you and just snorts at you. The wind from this almost knocks you on your ass. You have his attention.
I didn't mean to do that. Just
They
here.
never know what they want until they have it.
Oh shit.
Fuck off, I'm Canadian.
Parliament building.
Your parliament building. Yeah, okay, that did not go as planned, but that's fine. We're gonna try. We're gonna cast Primal Savagery and just kind of go at this motherfucker.
Oh shit, primal savagery on a monk.
Yeah. Yeah. Monk, like,
That's
what is
genius.
it?
That's
Monk
really cool.
multi-classing is wild.
That's cool.
It's like rogue multi-classing. It's really freaking good.
Okay, so question. Is it just... So I make a melee spell attack. And I
Yes.
go to, like, hit him or kick him or whatever. Right?
I
I don't know. Is it just a melee spell? Because... Oh, no, it's a spell. Okay,
Make a
never
melee
mind.
spell attack,
Ignore me.
and you are at 16th level, so this would be 3d10 acid.
Yes. Does a 28 hit?
Yeah. I'm not even looking at the book. Don't worry about it. Does a 28 hit? Whatever.
I just wanted to make sure, you know?
Oh, I am interested in something about.
Oh, there goes my dice. Where did you do that?
No, no, okay, you're good. You're attacking Big Daddy, by the way.
Considering, is he the one that just downed Nyx?
Where's my phone?
Yo,
and made
yeah.
Silva do the thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
New plan.
yeah,
The
I'm attacking
Silas have
him.
been fairly ineffective. They've hurt a little bit. This guy do not fuck around.
Yeah, no, I'm hitting him. That's 28 acid damage.
28 acid damage. Damn.
And then I have 2 attacks per action. So if it's a monk weapon, it's considered magical. So we're gonna go at him with my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Because you dropped enough hints there for me to realize that might be important.
Where's my brother?
Hi.
Bye.
See ya.
Hi. It's yeah.
He failed his
that
save against the closet again.
hits.
Every time.
that I'm not even gonna ask if that hits. That hits.
Wait, did you say 28 before?
Yeah.
On 3d10? Damn. Ronnie also ain't here to play around.
No. So that's 8 damage there, and then I have my bonus action still.
Yes, what interesting and fun things would you like to do with your bonus action?
Yeah, give me a minute. I'm trying to figure that out. I have so many more than I did. Yeah, we'll do Fury of Blows. 2 more.
All right, let's do it.
Those both play. Wait, let me make sure. No, yeah, I can do both. That hits, right? That hits. Okay, we're good.
What numbers do we got? Tell us your big fancy numbers.
We've got a 23 and a 26.
Yes, both of those will hit.
And then not as good, but so both together that makes 12 more points of damage, and I lost count of how much total damage that was. So it was
12 and 28 is 40, plus 6 is, or plus 8 is 48.
Yeah, so 48 total points of damage.
Yep. You
And then I'm just gonna flip him off.
you're just like absolutely punching this thing in the snoot as it is like face to face with you, but like, obviously its nose is like a fucking house wall. But you are doing damage to this thing.
I got his attention.
He looks like he either doesn't speak common or won't.
We're gonna go with won't.
Yeah, you kind of get the fact that like a lot of dragons know common. Certain
They
chromatics.
don't like to chit chat.
Well, they don't like to chit chat. Actually, the sons they love to chit chat. The dad ain't here for talking. And he is going to spin his back on you as one of his legendary actions. This is going to make a tail attack.
Rude.
Okay, let's see what the bonus is to that, because it's more than his son. That is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
Beauty. Doesn't do a shit ton of damage, actually. Give me liberty or give me dice.
You can have one.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. And I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
You have a +3.
Yep, I realized that. $25.
25. You feel this thing impact you and kind of skid you back a little bit, but you manage to save yourself from being knocked prone.
Was that supposed to hurt?
In response, he will look over at his son, who will attempt to do the same thing to Lyral. And won't, I don't think. 18 doesn't hit?
Nope.
Nope. So he's like absolutely off his guard and also bleeding profusely from like the leg. He's like, and just like spins and yeah, like
I see it coming.
try. You don't even need to try.
I know I'm dead. However, how do they both look?
The sun looks rough. The sun looks rough.
How rough?
Like, I'm not gonna say on death's door,
But like the just before? They're on the steps?
like based on the amount of power that you guys all wield individually, you assume that he'll probably go down pretty soon. Big Daddy,
Looks
Fine.
my dude's looking fine, to be honest. And then back to initiative. That was after Ronnie. That was Lyral. It's your turn.
So DM, I have a question for you.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
If I drink the potion of haste, I would be hasted. So would that give me another action, or would I need to wait until the next?
It would be your action to drink the potion,
Right.
and then you would have a second hasted action.
Yes, that's what I was asking.
So it's
Okay.
almost like you get to do it for free.
Okay, then I will drink the haste potion,
Okay.
and then making 2 attacks against this dragon that I'm still T-posing under.
Go
Do
for
you
it.
get 2 or 3 attacks?
I have 2 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, you
That's
feel the strength of like 20 energy drinks as you're just like, let's fucking go.
That's a natural 20 to hit.
That is hitting the sun?
Yes.
Okay, so that definitely does hit.
And then a 33 to hit.
Yep.
First level divine smites on all of them. on both of them. Not all, but that is. I dropped my dice. One moment. That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 7 points of radiant damage. So 20 altogether for the first one.
And that is with a magical weapon?
Yes.
Okay.
James
You
Alexa.
enjoy your breath.
I'm trying to just enjoy.
And then 14 points of bludgeoning on the second, and 10 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, how do you want to do this?
Same way I did the other one, absolutely bashing the skull in.
I always like to be helpful. Yeah, you just absolutely, like, with the first hit, it kind of leans its head over in pain, and as it does, you see the right opportunity to just cave this thing's skull in. Crimson violet-ish blood and brain matter spew across the sludge that has already bedecked the floor. And, you can hear the crunch and the crack of scales and bones. Things that were never meant to be broken by mortal weapons. But Lyral is no mere mortal. She is a champion of the gods. And you feel that strength go within you as coins, gold coins, just kind of spew from your weapon. And it's almost like, hitting like the 3 sevens on a slot machine.
Yeah.
And as you look up to meet the gaze of this ancient deep dragon, who lets out another primal roar, yours matches him. And that roar is not just your own.
Perfect.
You feel Tamora's scream behind you. And for a moment, there is an acknowledgement behind his eyes. And he actually turns to you and speaks in common. You will destroy those closest to you. And then I will destroy you. Does that make it the end of your turn?
It does.
I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Roll 20.
That's what is it?
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. You find yourself, this starts to infect your system, and you find your arms moving, and you are fighting against your own muscle mass with just like sheer will. And when it came to the suns doing it, you were able to kind of shake it off normally. You know that this takes willpower to do. You are able to do it, but this is no mocking matter. Anything lower, and you would have turned your mace onto your party. But you didn't.
But you didn't.
But you didn't. I have to take someone off of the initiative order, because the dead don't get initiative orders.
I'm not dead
Yeah, Nyx.
yet.
Don't worry, Nyx. The dying do get initiative orders.
It's what I do in the like the ethereal plane as I'm dead. I'm just sitting there with some popcorn, just. Why'd you do that?
I'd like to see you do better.
You're just like, It's like one of the worst like WWE commentaries. It was like Ronnie takes a tail to the chest, but she stays standing.
It's me on the it's me in the ethereal plane of sorts. And
with
Gerald.
with your bat.
no, and Gerald
your
is
bat.
here and Luna's here and we're eating
Yes.
popcorn.
It's just like kind of sits beside you like, oh shit, you guys got stronger than the last time I saw you.
I know, right? Apparently
Anyways.
not me.
Anyway, you know, if you saw me here, no, you didn't.
Of course. If you saw me here, no, you didn't.
I got you. Don't worry. Arrows, you're up.
Ah.
Same.
Okay. So first things first, I'm the realist. Okay. So I'm going to attack it with that arrow, with that one.
Excuse me.
Who did?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it with
Oh my god.
the. Okay. It's I can't math, y'all. 27 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
Cool. And then we're going
my
to. I'm going to hit it with a banishing arrow. So it needs to succeed a charisma save of 13, which isn't great, but
There's always the chance for a nat 1.
There's always the chance for a nap because
'Cause-
this thing has a plus
wait.
11 to its saving throw for charisma.
So if
So
this
that one or
works,
two.
in the meantime, I'm also gonna.
if this
roll
works, will it
damage.
just banish it? And then are we just done?
No.
No.
No, it is basically as
Only
long
banished
as she
until
can
my
hold
next
on to the
turn.
spell.
Yes.
It's banished until my next turn.
Oh,
If it does, which gives us one full round
One full round to heal up.
to do shit.
That is a 23. I apologize.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah,
It
okay,
was
it's okay.
It was an
Um,
incredibly good plan in theory.
yes.
I know. I have like 2 things that I'm like, ah. Okay, so that's 7 points of piercing damage plus whoopsies, fuck. Hold up. Ah, how dare. Oh no, that's right. No, hold up. There. Okay. Not much better, but I'll take it. That is sorry. Yeah, just 2 extra points of psychic.
Ooh.
Oh, I should have done that first. It's okay. Good call. Ooh, okay. I have 2 options here.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, I think I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take I'm gonna do a second wind. Nope, sorry, not
Okay.
second wind. The other one. That other one that I'm
Surge.
thinking of.
Action surge.
Action surge. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do an action surge and I'm gonna cast light.
Okay.
On I don't know. I need a thing. Something on my person.
You could make
So
your
you could just cast
bow.
light on your weapon if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll just do it on my bow. The one on my hand.
Okay. The weird fold-out wrist contraption that Tajora made for you lights with this arcane glow, making it easier for you and your teammates to see in the dust storm.
Cool. Awesome. Oh, and then wait, is that a bonus action? No. Oh, I forgot. Sneak attack. Do I get sneak attack?
You do, because at least one of your party members is within melee of it.
Hell yeah. Alright. So
Get that
2,
sneaky crap in.
fucking 3. Why do I keep rolling ones?
Honestly, you hate to see it.
4 points of sneak attack damage. Just making sure there's nothing else I can do. And I probably wasted that, but that's okay.
Are you winning, son?
Yeah, I think that's it. Cool.
Okay, so how
and
much extra damage was that?
That was an extra 4 points of sneak attack. But I'm also gonna just start. No, I don't want to. I'm just gonna stand in a panic, like.
At the
Hey
end
guys,
of
what the fuck
your
is happening?
at the end of your turn, Arrows, it has one legendary action left, and it is going to turn to. It's gonna turn to Silva again
Shit.
because
Bruh.
it's the only one. It's
With-
the only one that seems to have worked, and
with
why
my
fix what isn't
corpse.
broken?
With my corpse just in front of Silva. I have to stop. I'm
Yep.
not dead. I'm just unconscious.
Don't worry, I have
With
plus
my
3 to my
corpse.
wisdom saving throw.
I guess the
Oh,
thing
yeah.
would be is if Silva
you'll
won't
be
attack
fine.
an unconscious person.
It's not Silva that's choosing it. I'm
We'll see.
Silva.
How
I'm gonna need that wisdom saving
how
throw.
smart is Daddy Deep Dragon?
So
Oh, dragons.
I rolled another 5.
What's
Okay.
Josh!
Yeah.
Did you put the dice away?
I only have this one set with me right
Come
now.
get the cup. Come
Oh
get the
my
cup.
God.
Go switch.
Go now.
Come get it.
Silva, if you are responsible for my death, is there something I need to know in regards to Jasper and Az?
No.
Like-
This is purely coincidence, I promise.
So let me see what his skills are.
Is he intelligent enough to kill a downed party member?
So yeah, I would say that this would probably be like he's gonna make an insight check
Ooh,
onto your body,
ooh,
um,
ooh.
which he does not have any normal bonuses. Like he doesn't have any proficiencies basically in investigation or insight.
Hit me.
So this is normal plus 4.
A normal.
Kira, what the hell shirt are you wearing?
What the hell shirt am I wearing?
It's
Oh.
got dragons on it.
Y'all repping this
Ooh.
D20 Dragons shirt that
I
I'm
like
wearing
that
for this
one.
Dragons
Unacceptable.
campaign?
Hey.
But how
Unacceptable.
dare you?
Y'all
Yeah,
don't get at me
me.
for being thematic. We in
I'm not
this.
mad.
No,
It's
you're just
beautiful,
here to
but
kill
also
us.
Fuck you.
I could only see the top, and I'm like, is that House Targaryen?
Yeah, I was like, are we like House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones going on, or?
I mean, y'all are in the House of
I was
Dragons
like,
right now. I'm just saying.
It's true.
Fuck.
Shit.
All right.
Yeah,
Plus 4
Lizzie,
to
it's
the
your
D20.
move now. By the way, for Curse of Strahd, I expect you to be in like full vampire garb.
Okay,
Oh
done.
yes. Oh.
But
Done.
no, wait. I have to
I
say.
like I won't.
Nothing less.
I have to say
What do you
though.
call this? Here. No, all we gotta do.
What do
I
you
have-
call this? This is already vampire chic.
I have to
Oh,
say
shit.
is that if Lizzie's dressing up and Lizzie's Strahd, there's no way we can't not try and fuck her. Look at Lizzie. She's fucking gorgeous.
Danny, I love you so much.
I love it. There would be no way. I'd be
There'd be
flirting
no
with
way.
Look, I mean, you have points. You have very big points.
Are we all dressing up for Halloween and playing D&D together? Even if it's not on
Oh.
Halloween, I would still love to.
I probably
can-
won't be able to on Halloween, but we should have a Halloween episode.
There.
I agree.
That's all we gotta do.
Oh, I mean
Perfect.
it's badass.
Perfect.
Not only is she gonna be a hot vampire, but she has mood lighting. Like, what is this?
What are we supposed
That's
to
how you
do?
know.
What are we supposed to do? I have failed my charisma save. I
Except
willingly failed.
Not try to fuck the DM.
Yeah, let's
Uh,
not. I didn't.
that
I'm
one
good.
shirt.
I
That
love
one
you
shirt.
guys. However,
If we don't make any attempts, can we still be smitten?
sure,
Okay.
Okay,
that's acceptable.
sounds good.
The
So
logistics of it
back
all
to-
is okay. Anyway,
back to seeing if Silva murders a party.
But I
member.
was
Yes.
trying to
We'll talk about-
distract.
We'll talk about Halloween plans after the fact.
DC is going to be 18
Okay.
to determine
I have
from
high
this
hopes.
distance. He has a +4 to this.
I have high hopes.
It needs a 14 or higher on the die, and then there may be some problems.
I have hopes that you're gonna fail this.
My mom's boyfriend says good luck.
Thank you, Mom's boyfriend. I need it. Can that be a 17? One less than what was
My hands
needed,
are up.
just like I had one less.
My hands are up. I will send a picture if need be. But that is a 16 on the die. With a +4 is an unnatural 20.
No.
Can I silvery barbs from the grave?
Wait. So it's trying to hit her.
No, this is
No, it is
Oh,
it is currently trying to notice if she is dead or dying.
Got it. All right.
And it realizes that there are still breaths in you, but that they are slowing, and it knows how to deal with mortals.
Distant shield.
these are auto
Distant-
crits.
Okay, so that will. How much of a
I was
bonus to AC
curious.
does that give?
+3. It's not much.
Okay,
That's something.
that is something. Now Silva will, because these are melee attacks, and because Nyx is technically prone, these attacks will be made with advantage.
So two
but
of
you do have
them
a
need to hit.
+3, and 2 of them need to hit.
Okay.
Distant
No
shield
pressure.
only helps with one of them.
Ah!
I will say that I have a +15 to hit.
That's always fun.
You need to
So
roll
look.
with.
Can I
Hit me.
get some attack rolls?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the shitty dice. Don't worry. That's not a good start.
What? Fuck.
So
My-
the
my
first one
heart's
is 12
racing.
plus 15.
Hits. Wait,
Okay.
hits.
So
I may be laughing. I am scared.
automatic critical hit, which is 2 failed death saving throws.
Okay. The next one is a 17 to hit.
Miss.
That one misses. Silva, you find your ability to just kind of hold back on the strike as you see that your first one has dealt a major blow that could have possibly been fatal. I'm an asshole. So, Silva, if you could make that final attack and please DM me the attack roll.
I love it.
Okay.
Then message me what the answer is.
No. You have to wait with the rest of us.
I
You
don't
have
want
to
to
wait
know.
with the rest of us.
I don't want to know.
Wait, I have to tell you if it hits.
Oh yeah, no, you do. But
You could just tell it your AC.
Would this be the one with the distant shield? Can we say?
I think they all have distant shield.
No,
isn't
one
it?
of them.
Oh,
let's
yeah,
go
I'll-
ahead. Let's go
I-
ahead for sake of.
I homebrewed
Sure.
that spell into this.
Let's go ahead and say for sake of this that like
story.
Arrows was waiting for that last fatal hit.
Oh no,
potentially.
she was looking at this happen, just like, no.
So
No.
with your
Then, like,
+3,
on that
what is your AC currently, Nyx?
I messaged it.
moment.
Mm.
Y'all make anxiety.
Silva
How do you think I feel?
just manages to use what's left of their physical will after the spores take over their body to make that second attack, dodge, and strike the ground beneath. And as their weapon comes up one last time, Nyx, what do you do in your final moments?
Oh my god.
Would I still be unconscious, or could I say that like that one hit kind of brought me back?
It was enough to make you coherent for sure.
We have final breaths here in this house.
I'll admit, I didn't actually plan for what she would do. I feel like she would see it be Silva, and she would be just completely bloody, and she would say, oh, wait, I know this is a dramatic thing, I need to figure out somebody's name. She'll say, tell Malachi to send the letter, and I know it's not your fault. And she's dead.
Silva, as your blade just punctures enough.
As one single tear falls down Nyx's cheek as she says to Silva that she knows it's not his fault.
Silva, I want you to go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Okay. 16.
16. You are not an angry goblin. In fact, that's kind of one of your defining features, is that you have never given in to the rage and ferocity and just sheer barbaricism that goblins are known for. So this is new for you. This feeling of anger and hatred and rage as you realize what this thing has made you do. And the storm above you parts very briefly. Enough for you to look into the sky at where mortals assume the 9 heavens to be. And there's a moment where you look over at your teammates, scared, worried that they see you as a monster, worried that they see you as untrustworthy. But you all know these spores. You've all felt these spores. And Lyral, you know the spores more than anyone else. You've shrugged them off, I think 3 or 4 times now. You know what they were trying to do. And you lock eyes with Silva for a moment. And there is this understanding that what happened here was not a result of choice, but of choice being taken from you. And that is not leaving your life to fate. That is leaving your life to someone else's choice. And you both can hear a scream, a war cry from off in the distance. You two are the only ones that can hear this. And you feel that something is approaching. Not something bad, but something incredibly powerful. Silva, it is now your actual turn.
Oh, fuck. I need a second.
Exactly.
I am going to pull the amulet from my neck and break the chain. And with tears streaming down my face, I'm going to kneel down to Nyx and put my amulet between her hands. And under my breath, just apologize. Close her eyes. And then my hair, as it usually does, will completely lift from my face. My eyes are completely golden white. And I'm going to charge forward at the ancient dragon.
Go for it. Let me get some attack rolls.
From the
First
grave,
one is
how's
a
Daddy?
natural 20.
How's
A
Daddy
natural
Deep
20.
Dragon looking?
Natty 20.
Probably not going to be great after a paladin's nat 20.
Hell
The
yeah!
apple
Angry!
Oh.
Angry!
Silva, I'm going to tell you this right now. As you charge through, and this thing finds purchase directly within the center mass, splitting between the scales of this dragon, you find yourself regaining one of your highest level spell slots.
Okay. So this is a second level Divine Smite.
Yep.
Let me roll some damage real quick. 3 6s. A 5. Okay. One second.
Math's hard.
It is
No,
hard,
It's
especially
freaking
when you're
hard,
shaking.
guys. You're shaking.
I can't do math. I'm gay.
Same here. Y'all, I went and played blackjack last night. Math is hard.
It's okay, Josh. I'm
Blackjack
also
just
shaking.
requires basic addition.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, and
So,
you act
that
like we
is-
can do that.
Yeah, I can't do that fast.
70 points of piercing damage. And 20 points of radiant.
So 90 points of damage altogether.
Oh, wait, I left out one roll, actually.
Oh.
Another 16 points of radiant.
Oh,
108.
damn.
On
Cool.
your first attack?
That was the first attack, yes.
Oh my god.
God, I
Don't
just
fuck with
shoot an
my
arrow.
friends. Second
Silva,
attack.
you hear the voice that seems to have emitted that war cry. She speaks in your mind. Take this thing. Take it down now.
Holy shit. That is a 34 to hit.
Yeah, under no
Mhm.
circumstances does anything survive that attack. Go ahead and roll damage.
This is a first level Divine Smite, my last smite.
Yep.
Uh, 15 points of slashing and 10 points of radiant.
25.
And the last strike is another natural 20. All right.
Holy damn. Literally.
Do you respond to this voice whatsoever?
I take a moment before my final strike. It's all my fault. I have to get the
No.
revenge. I have to.
It's not. It's
This isn't
not.
you. This isn't
No.
you, my child.
He can't
But the
hear you.
blade that
I know.
kills it will be. Go ahead and make a persuasion check for me with advantage.
That is a 19.
DC was 18. Go ahead and use that second level smite again.
Oh my god. Alright. So the slashing damage is 21. And that's 42 points of radiant damage.
Giggity goddamn.
Holy shit.
If anybody is actually like rewatching these YouTube things, somebody calculate just how much damage output Silva has.
That was about 160.
Holy
It was
fuck.
70.
Caitlin's rewatching the stream. I don't...
I will say that while he is not down, let's just go ahead and be fucking transparent with everybody. he had like a little over 320 HP to start with. That's called half-shotting an ancient deep dragon.
I can't even think right now.
This just, instead of the gold coins that you saw from Lyrils, where it was more of like a celebratory, like, yay, I smote this thing.
It's loaded.
I
Smited.
I smat this thing.
Smeet? You smeet?
It's me.
He's about to smeet his maker.
Nice.
Don't you laugh at that. That joke was terrible.
This is really good.
Funny.
Um,
Have you met me? Have you met
Then-
me?
Yeah, Alexa
Ew.
laughs at everything.
you can hear like the shuffling of cards to the point where it gets almost deafening, the spin of a roulette table as it all seems to come up exactly what you need it to, and just start wrecking through this large creature, carving scars into its spine, into its wings, blood spraying everywhere. And though it dirties and potentially stains your clothes in this moment, it don't fucking matter. And then, well, we were gonna get to Nyx afterwards.
Rep.
But Nyx, in this moment, as your soul is kind of,
I don't know what you mean. I'm dead.
your soul is leaving this area. You know that you are going somewhere. And although this version of you is not very religious, this timeline's Nyx is not very religious. You know the gods exist. You know that they all have their own domains and their own way of, dealing with people. And you look upon the kind, generous, and almost fatherly eyes of the Grand Master, who stands before you. I'm so sorry. My sister and her servants are cruel. But I think you knew what you were getting into. Come with me. I will make sure that you stay at rest.
Will you make sure
And he
that they're
extends
all
his
right?
hands to you. My corporeal form is looking after the fallen city and its people, those who are not strong enough to stand in the face of dragons. Your friends will look after your body, and they will look after each other, and I will look after you. This I promise you.
I'm not sure how the gods work here. But are you able to send somebody that can help them finish this?
For the first time ever, and you get the feeling that this is true. This is no trickery. This is the Grand Master. This is Bahamut staring at you. He laughs. And he goes, many of the righteous gods, my child, do not like to give in to wrath and war. But I have only ever seen Tamora pissed off once. The curiosity in me looks forward to seeing it again. And he approaches, puts his arm kind of around your shoulder, and even though you see the form of a human arm. It feels like a whole dragon's wing around you.
Can I take a
And then-
look back? Is there anything behind me of sorts?
Doesn't look like there's much around you at all. Doesn't look like there is a back or forward, or a left or a right, or an up or a down. Almost just seems like when you're ready, then there will be a forward.
So Nyx will see the sort of void that's around them, have the Grandmaster's arm over her shoulder, and she'll sort of just take a deep breath, put her head on his shoulder, and for the camera around them, for the audience, there's just a look that goes over Nyx's face that is just acceptance.
You begin to walk off in what direction you don't know, but you trust the guise and the guidance of Tiamat. Before something stranger happens, a swirling vortex that should not be here, vertical in nature, about 10 feet tall, 5 feet wide, appears in front of you. And stepping in front of you, and you have to do a double take, is you.
Okay.
Fuck.
She looks over at the Grandmaster and goes, "Sorry, I don't want to halt what you're doing, but not right now." She just kind of looks over at you. "Not right now. Hold on."
Pardonnez-moi.
She goes,
I want to have like a fun argument with myself.
she just kind of looks at you and goes, "Time's about to get really weird. So, hold on, because if you thought this ride was weird, shit's about to get interesting." And behind the vortex that you can see, two heads pop out. They don't fully come through the portal. They look like they're just kind of popping in to look. And you can see the visages of your brother and sister. Does she know yet? I was getting to that part. Hold on. Hold on for dear life. And they zoom through the portal back again. It closes up. Muhammad just kind of stands there and goes, "Your choice."
I think with that, Nyx stays put from a couple different emotions, one of which being curiosity. And also the curiosity about, for the audience, the Nyx standing in front looked like same features but kind of different coloring to her. Of the this Nyx before the changeling form had like the short silver hair with the white bangs, tanned skin. This one has like long red hair, white bangs, gold eyes.
But in terms of physical features,
They're
unmistakably the same person.
exact same. And she'll just sort of just think of she'll just like think to herself for a moment of, I've got to trust her if she's so fucking smart.
Tiamat looks over at you. I've heard of trusting yourself, but this is a whole new ballgame. Pats your shoulder, goes, let's give it time. And he'll disappear into the mist. It is now Big Daddy's turn.
Fuck yeah.
I'm so confused. I had told Kira something, and that's not what I was expecting.
Let's do another really crazy roll of the dice. It gets its nightmare breath back on a 5 or 6.
No, that's mm-mm.
Can I silvery barbs it from the grave?
Wonderful.
You cannot. But
One of
Oh,
these
you
times
tried.
that's gonna work.
that is a 1. It does not get its nightmare breath back.
Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
And it looks nearing the end of its existence.
Good.
And it
Finally.
Sees that shared look between Lyral and Silva that says these two were chosen by someone different, by someone bigger, by someone more powerful than even me. Looks down at Silva. You've worn out your use. And is going to make some attack rolls now. We're going to do some attack rolls now.
How about no?
But what if we did?
But what if you didn't touch little goblin friend?
Not. How about
Don't
Oh,
touch my little goblin guy.
that is a 31 to hit on the first attack.
Fuck you.
No, that misses.
I'm just gonna go. Well, no, actually, because I don't know what your hit points are at. So let's do it normally.
Silvery barbs.
That's okay.
So we're gonna. Okay, that's okay. That's some decently high numbers.
Mm-mm. No. Mm-mm.
That is going to be 20 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
As well
half because
as-
I'm raging.
Yes. Balls.
Balls.
Pixie dust dice.
balls?
Where the fuck? Old
You
things
know,
are called-
They're not balls.
You're not supposed to be, rolling anymore. You're just supposed to
Yeah,
leave it at
see?
that. It's fine.
Oh, but we haven't done the
For
poison
rolling
damage yet.
balls.
No, that's okay. You don't have
And for
to.
rolling balls, and it's
We won't
always
tell
gonna be a
anybody.
natural 20. So
It's an extra 9 points of piercing damage.
shit.
Okay.
And then it's going to go for its 2 claw attacks.
All right, we're still fine. We're good.
You said that now.
Oh, that one's not going to hit you. That is a 16.
No.
Ooh.
And that is also a 16.
All right, doing good.
Yep. This guy absolutely is on his last legs, and its bite does sink into your arm, threatening to rip it from the bone. But as it tries to claw at you to get that rip, you are able to fit your arm through the gap in its teeth and wiggle your way out.
All right.
Ronnie, you're up.
Hi.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. How tall is this thing?
Big.
You're so okay.
I mean, how
You're
far
looking
away
at-
am I from eye level?
Oh, from eye level,
Yeah.
I want to say give or take 80, 90 feet. You're looking at a gargantuan-sized creature.
Okay. Okay. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Can I potentially, with my boots, get to eye level with this guy?
Flight speed does your boots give you?
Same as my walking speed, which is 50. So if I dash it?
So if you want to have your action, then you would have to Step of the Wind to get up to it. Otherwise, you would have to use your action to dash.
Okay. And how bad is he looking? Like,
Not as rough as his son was before
okay.
the smiting happened.
Mobile.
But he's compared to where he was before. Silva carved a nice little like Zorro initial into his flesh itself.
Okay, so I'm not gonna get eye level. I'm just gonna use my movement and get a little higher up,
Okay.
just to kind of not hit his feet this time. Maybe hit his shins.
Yeah, you're about like at like calf level, sure.
Yeah, just I feel like I don't want to look at dragon feet anymore.
No, it's not great. It's not a great sight.
No, and we're gonna primal savagery again. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's the
do it
fun
up.
one. Caleb dice are here for the win.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. So is that doubling the amount of dice or doubling whatever I get from the 3? Or is it like either or?
Personally, I don't really mind. It kind of equals out to the same average.
Okay.
So whatever helps you.
I don't know.
Do you want to do 6 instances of adding or 3 instances of adding plus multiplication?
Multiplication is
Both of that
easier.
just sounds like math.
Multiplication is always easier than addition, in my opinion.
Especially when it's just times 2.
I work backwards.
Okay, yeah, we're multiplying it. That's 58 acid damage.
58 points of acid damage. Yeah, ow. Okay. You have only gone from seeing a dragon look rough to a dragon dead. This is a dragon on death's door.
Okay, I still have more things that I can do.
You do.
So at this point, I'm just kind of flitting around, hitting wherever I think might do damage.
Mhm.
We're gonna do second. I'm not even gonna ask if that hits. I know it does. And is it okay if I just like roll for my second attack and then 2 bonus action attacks for Fury of Blows? Just all.
Just like
You
as
want me
like
to
a
roll them separately? Yeah, just so
potentially
that I
flavor
get
thing?
them out of the way. I don't know. I don't want to.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
3
Give me your
separate instances of math.
give me your 2 flurry of blows rolls.
You're gonna. I swear, I was rolling again to see if the Fury of Blows hit. Caleb's dice are not fucking around.
Caleb does not fuck around.
No, he does not. Okay, so we're just gonna. That's the wrong dice. That one gets doubled. That one. That's another 30 points of damage.
Ronnie, how do you want to do this?
Oh shit. I'm just gonna kind of look around at everything that this dragon has done and look at Nyx's dead body. Look at Silva, who was just forced to do something that they would never do on purpose, ever in a million years. Gonna look at Arrows, who looks probably vaguely terrified in the non-emotional way that she does. And then I'm gonna look at Lyral and just sort of shrug. And with just hit him. Like I do. one last time. And just sort of float there, watching him.
You rear back your quarterstaff, and as you do, all of the feelings within you, because that's what magic is. Magic is feeling. It could be anger or duty that causes damage. It could be love or a sense of usefulness that creates protection. And for you in this moment, it is a combination of anger, sorrow, desperation, as you swing your staff and it knocks against bone underneath scale and flesh. And there is a shockwave of pure, unfiltered arcane energy that just shatters the very skeleton of this creature. As you see it, it's you can see little bits of its skeleton almost get Thanos dusted. And it travels from the leg area that you float at up through the spine into its head as it lets out one final scream and is cut short. And falls to the ground, the dust from the storm and the dust from just a gargantuan creature hitting the ground. Fly at each one of you. You instinctively put your hands up to guard the dust and wind flying into your face. It and the storm settles, and there is a moment you all look around, thinking perhaps something else is coming at you, and nothing. Lyral and Silva, that furious war cry is getting closer.
So once the dragon falls, Lyral's kind of going to take a second, and she's going to pull a letter out of her pocket. And she looks like really torn for a couple moments, and she's kind of like pacing back and forth. And she finally just goes, "Fuck it! I'm not listening to her, and I'm going to take my mace, and completely like arc it and slam it back down into Nyx's chest, and just radiant energy just repels off of it. And I'm going to cast Revivify."
Oh, thank gosh.
Soul has to be
Oh my
willing,
God.
babe.
You do have to be willing, but the spell is cast.
So Nyx,
I didn't think this through.
in this moment, all of your life, quite literally, flashes before you. And in what seems like seconds, you relive the highest highs and the lowest lows of your life. You remember that day. You remember the answers you were never given. You remember the answers that you ran from. Because to know the closure was just too scary. You remember meeting Stratat, this woman this witchy woman in a hut that just seemed to want to listen to you and listen to your stories. And you know that had its own betrayal attached to it and its own underlying motives. And you wonder if that was all that your life was. And then you remember a festival of love and a festival of competition where you met these weird motley crew that were just trying to have fun, and maybe a couple of them were trying to find love. Or maybe they weren't trying and just found it anyway. You see this stone-faced Robin Hood-esque archer in arrows. You wonder why. Why are you with us? you know that there's more to it. You know that there's more feeling behind it, as none of you are strangers to magic. Even if maybe magic is not your go-to, none of you are strangers to it at this point. But having seen and felt abilities that take your choice away from you, and seeing what effect that has, you know that the choice that all of you made to stay together and to protect people and to save people were never in any question whether they were your choices or not. You see open seas and vast deserts that you've traversed with these people. You see weird draconic creatures. You speak to a spider dragon and laugh about what trials may come as goddesses fight for his soul. You flew down on the spirit of a dragon, and finally a dragon in the form of a man looked at you and left you to your own choice. This choice is yours, and you know that in that cave, should you be able to speak to the silver dragon, the answers that you are so afraid of knowing, they're in there. And as the mace, brutally, mind you,
I was holding back.
but you wouldn't have it any other way, Lyral slams this mace into you, and you feel this glowing light. It is rage. It is anger and hurt. And it is also love. As Lyral absolutely cannot accept that you are gone. Your friends need you. But what do you need?
The inner turmoil of Danica. So in this sort of void, well, there's like essentially basically light on one side, light on the other. It's a choose a path kind of deal.
Yep.
Where's this other Nyx?
They ran back through the portal, and they are gone. They just told you to hold on.
I feel like in this void of sorts, Nyx has been left alone, and there's just so many thoughts going through her head of like the pros, the cons, the memories of thinking of the highest highs and the lowest lows, and there being more lows. But in the past few months or weeks of the past group, of there being more highs in those past weeks than there have been. But then again, the memories going back of those lows. Nyx truly doesn't know if she wants to come back. So I don't know what to do.
You feel the pull.
A coin.
Flip a coin.
Ah. Lyral. I'm gonna roll a D100. What percentage? Highs or lows?
I'll take the lows.
The lows?
Yeah, under 50.
A 50 or under would make it half-half.
Danica, I swear to God.
I didn't
You
roll
don't
what
like
you
the
wanted.
answer. You can change it.
I know, that's what I'm thinking.
You can
If your
change it.
gut is telling you, you wanted a different role, then that's what you really wanted.
I know.
Here's the thing. I, as the DM, did not tell you to make that roll. Therefore, it is not binding, and it is not set in stone. I am asking for your choice.
Dun dun dun.
Same as in messaging Josh through this.
Oh.
Of. What was the direct quote? Hold on. Silva may still be holding themselves responsible for killing me. As the group sees Nyx take a breath,
Oh my god.
Nyx knows that the memories will continue to haunt her as Nyx comes back to life.
Lyra, what the fuck? Why did you just hit her?
She's up now.
She'll see the note in your hand and she'll just take it.
What the? Oh my.
I am not a good listener, and you should have known that before you gave me that letter. But I'm glad you're all right, and I will pick you up, help you off the floor, and as I do, I will pump 65 points of healing into you.
God.
Jesus Christ.
Silva is fucking sobbing illegibly at this point.
I am
She
going
just-
to just drop to my knees in front of Silva and give him a big hug.
They are hugging you back, and they're gonna pump 35 points of healing into you.
Wait! I didn't put the
Yay.
original one in! Okay,
That was
wait.
over your max. Don't worry about it.
Wait, no, 35. Okay,
And then 65.
so I'm at up
100.
85?
100 even.
60 and 30. Oh, 100.
100 even.
I'm at max!
You can feel this warm light of Tamora's glow kind of wash over you, as well as just the outpouring of love and support from your friends. How are Ronnie and Arrows reacting right now?
However, you can tell Nyx looks very sad.
Well, at first, Arrows was just terrified then, just so shocked that Lyra would have just hit her, just brutally said "fuck you."
What the fuck? Back up! Ugh!
That's what I'm talking.
Wake up!
Holy crap! That's not how to wake someone up.
It worked.
Especially not a dead person, but I mean...
I think she's just breathing really heavily.
Ronnie, how you feeling?
just so floating. I forgot that I was floating. Staring at this dragon. This very dead, very scary dragon.
There's a full 40 seconds of dissociation as you're what the hell just happened? And this is also, you guys have had, rough combats. This is the first time you've seen someone die. And you know that had it not been for the fact that you have holy warriors with you, that death would have stayed. And Lyral and Silva, as you are hugging Nyx and sobbing and just grateful for all of you to be alive, that war cry turns into a swirl of golden dust that does not resemble the dust of the storm around you, which has, for the most part, subsided now that this is no longer a deep dragon's lair. And vegetation starts to grow back, and grass, and it starts to become a lot greener, except for the 10-foot by 10-foot area that this swirling golden dust is, before a woman stands in front of you, long sword in hand, beautiful dress, sleeveless, kind of comes up across the neck and flows out across the ground in regal golds, greens, and whites. Her hair is long and this like chocolate brown. And she looks around, looks over at the dragons, all three of them. What happened?
Recognize this woman?
Not by sight,
Okay.
But by
Definitely.
smell.
but definitely by feeling.
I'm going to hit my fucking knees in just shock.
She walks over, and she is very, very tall. This, like, regal, almost royalty-looking woman stands at about 11, 12 feet tall, kneels down, and wraps her arms around you, looks over at Silva and the rest of you that are within arm's reach, and wraps her arms around all of you, just kind of brings you in.
Arrows looks very uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm still floating.
It just
She looks up at Ronnie, does not make a motion towards you, just simply nods.
Not back.
Suppose it's time for us to actually get off our ass and do something.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
A pleasure to meet all of you. My name is Tamura. I have been known by many names across the material plane. Lady Luck, Misfortune. I am chance, I am fate. I am every coin you have ever flipped to make a decision.
It's a lot of
It's a lot of coins. And
nickel. Sorry.
I lend my strength to these two who use it in such beautiful and resplendent ways. I could not be happier to have such champions.
We couldn't have done this without you.
Magic is feeling. I see that I have the right choice. But of course, fate has made it that I have made wrong choices before. I am not infallible. No god or goddess is. I do have pride in my children. What is the next step? And she looks at Lyral and Sylvan to answer her question.
I believe we're to stop Tiamat next.
We have to end this for once and for all.
She walks back, places her long sword into the ground. A paladin's oath is to not a god specifically, but to a way of living. Although none of you else make the same oaths, you venture together, and in so have protected and saved so many. And so I make this oath to all of you. If you're going after Tiamat, so am I. But there is still someone who needs to speak to you. And she nods her head towards the cave. I believe he needs one last goodbye. And I think all of you are strong enough to give that to him. And you know that inside, you know that at the top of this mountain is supposed to be the Silver Dragon Khajan. Obviously, no Silver Dragon has made its way out of the cave, but none of you have been inside the cave.
I'm gonna start walking towards the cave. Lead the way.
Do the rest of you follow?
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm going to be holding on to Nyx at the hip, essentially. Just like patting off, trying to get the blood off. The amulet that kind of fell from her as she stood up, I'm going to put it in her hands. Please hold on to that for now.
Nyx
And
is
I will
wordless.
begin walking.
You looking a lot like arrows, huh?
You all make your way into the cave. Nyx, you are almost on autopilot at this point. And you see the slumped over body of a silver dragon. Its breathing is incredibly heavy. And the blood that comes from it is not the normal color. It is that deep, deep crimson, almost purple, the same as the nightmare breath. And you can see a massive poison has been spread throughout its body.
So that is dying.
And I
It's very much dying. And he says, "Have you come to finish me off?"
is that what you want?
Its head is facing away from you towards the wall.
I'm gonna kind of make my way towards his head.
As will I.
Shut up.
Yes. I don't recognize those voices. They're soft. They're so soft.
Hi. My name's Ronnie. These are my friends. The other dragons, they're gone now. We got rid of them. The city below is safe. It still stands.
As you kind of look over his head at the mention that the city is okay and still stands, you can see him exhale the single but very large tear falls down his cheek. I've only wanted them to prosper.
You can rest now. If that's what you want. We'll look after them.
Wait. There's one more. She needs to be let out when it is safe. And he will move his head, and his head moves very slowly over to... And you can see that a dragon's horde takes many different forms. Most people, when they tell stories of dragons, tell stories of mountains of gold and jewels. And in this, you see put together food from the vegetation around the mountain that the dragon puts together essentially for the town. And this vegetation had fallen when the lair had changed masters. And there is a single box made out of some sort of stone or metal that just looks out of place. And it's jet black with a silver ribbon of metal around it. I trust that you are good. Good people. If it is truly safe, free her. Please.
I'll open the box.
Oh,
Give me an Arcana check to see if you can open the box.
I have expertise in it.
Do you have expertise in box opening?
I have expertise in box opening for a 32. I'm the best goddamn box opener there is.
Woohoo!
Nix the box cutter, that's what they call me. Nix, you pick this box up in this like autopilot state that you're in. And you feel not only that you can open this box, there is a rush of adrenaline in you that feels like you need to. And you break the seal on this box and open it, and the box bursts from your hand,
Oh, fuck.
shatters into multiple different pieces, and a single soft red light kind of hangs into the air and falls to the floor where a girl now sits,
eh?
looking the exact same as the day you left her. As if she didn't age a single day.
Nyx has been through so much today.
Yeah, what a day, man.
Yeah, damn.
For those close, this is the first time you ever hear fucking like Nyx whimper as she falls to her knees and embraces her sister, who she thought to be dead for the past like 7 years.
There is a weakness to your sister. She just kind of flutters her eyes open. eyes. My eyes play tricks on me.
Pardon?
She says, do my eyes play tricks on me?
The only thing like Nyx is saying while still on autopilot is just, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
You're not. And she just pulls you in. Yeah. And then I will scroll back up to learn more names. Yes. There we go. Sorry, I want to have very deep and emotional scenes, but a bitch forgets things. She goes, Geld is not far. He never got too far. It's okay. Okay.
It's not okay. I didn't
It's
mean to, I
better.
swear I didn't mean to.
I know. It's okay. She tries to get to her feet, but her legs give out underneath her.
I grab her. I thought you were dead. I checked, I thought you were dead.
I wasn't. And then I was. And then I wasn't again. It's been a lot. I think you know that. Not you. You didn't. I got out. Geld got me out. We looked for you. We looked for you for so long. I don't know how. I don't know how you found us. But I'm just so glad you did. Let's stand. Sorry. The dragon turns its head back again towards the wall, where it seems to be the most comfortable. I'm glad everyone is safe. Please protect those people. They are good people. And you can see, he goes, all I want is to protect them. I can't do that anymore.
I'm gonna kind of place my hand on the dragon. Just to offer just a tiny little bit of comfort.
Leans his head towards your hand, not enough to crush it under the weight of a dragon's head, but just enough. His head kind of slumps over to a sleeping position. You feel his last breath give out. The wisps of silver and gray radiate from the dragon almost like steam. And you can see its astral image above you. He looks healthy, but he is no longer in a material form. Thank you all for what you have done today. And I am deeply sorry that it ever needed to be done in the first place.
That'll be helpful.
I wish that there was something I could do. Some gift I could give you. I only ever wanted the town, the city of Nexal to prosper and be well fed and be well taken care of and live their lives until their passing. Except for Tajora. Don't know how long they've been alive, but it's really long. He looks over at all of you in your somber moment. Looks down at the various amulets and weapons that you hold. He goes, "No. There is something I can do. Do you wish to stop this? Do you wish to go after the Dragon Queen herself?"
That's where we're headed.
Do me a favor. Just one. Tell her Kashan sent you. And he breathes this astral mist and cloud over all of you. And it seems to lift your spirits even just a little before the vapor and the smoke all coalesce into your various draconic artifacts. You receive Kajan's blessing and his gift one last time, and your items become awakened.
Ooh,
Fancy.
fancy up in here.
I do not know for how long I will have this form, but know that I watch over all kind people. Give her hell. And then rest. For the love of the gods, you all could use some rest. You feel a presence walk in behind you. Tamora looks over. I will let Bahamut know that you are here. Although I'm sure he already knows. She just receives a nod back. You have done so much for these people. Rest now, please. The battle is for the living. Well, how many of you are willing to do that all over again?
I think we're more prepared than we've ever been.
Then allow me to bring you all back to the city of Nexal. Get your rest. Say what you need to say. And prepare yourselves. The Dragon Queen takes no prisoners and does not play with her food. We are all, to her, food. even the gods. If you can take her material form off of this plane, I will do the rest. Come with me. And she opens up a teleportation circle of golden light for you all to step in should you want to.
I will be the first to step through it.
I will be the
How long
last.
did it take us to get up here?
You guys about 4 hours walking. It
And
took
what
you
time
guys
is it
4
now?
hours from the base of the mount, and about another hour or two traversing through the forest.
Okay, what time is it now?
You're looking at like close to evening, so like
Yeah.
7, 8 o'clock.
I'm gonna look up at the sky like I'm contemplating walking home. Fuck. We'll just go through the portal.
Nyx is currently still sitting on the ground, and that she just now has her forehead resting against Rosa's, and you can still just hear her on repeat. Just I'm sorry. She's not
Tamora is-
paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah. Tamura kind of clocks this. Passive insight of a god is, pretty high. And just kind of, you can see her just kind of point at the ground, like at the tip of where like the teleportation circle is, and she just kind of moves it over. She's just like,
a little nudge.
yeah, she just kind of like moves it over to where you guys are. She's like, I know how to read a room. Don't worry. It's, yeah.
And poof, you're home. Whoa.
Happened.
Arrows, are you going in as well?
Yeah. Similar look as Ronnie, but yeah, she
A
eventually.
little less animated.
Yeah, a little less anime.
Just contemplating how much of a petty teenager you want to be at this moment.
Well, yeah.
And then Silva, you are the last to
Yes.
enter the circle. She gives, Tamura kind of gives you a nod and says, your strikes you make with the beauty and grace I haven't seen from certain angels. The strikes you made on her were not yours. I am always watching.
Thank you.
As you step in, the circle completes, and there is one last look over at the ghostly image of Kajan. He nods. Tamura nods back. And as you are all teleported back to Nexal, the last thing you see is the projected image of a platinum wing come across and take him out. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Is that
Before we
his
do that,
speech hand?
Oh, yes.
I want to poke around and see if there's a way to send a letter. Like, quickly.
Ooh.
Once you get back to the town, very easily done, yeah. There's, like,
Okay.
arcane post offices.
I get my letter back from Malachi.
Yep, 100%. You set your sister up in, like, your
She's in my room.
Nine Hells hotel
No.
room.
No, I had the normal one.
No, hers is basic.
Oh, you had the normal one. Yes, Arrows had the Nine Hells one. So you set her up there to make sure that she is protected. Before you go back, Malachi kind of looks over. You're back. And he looks out the window to see that the storm has dissipated. By the gods, you've done it.
can probably still see the dried blood on my face. That
We're all filthy.
probably from, because I had died, like, from Silva, but I had gotten, like, I got knocked out from that, like, psychic attack, so I probably got, like, dried blood coming out of my eyes.
Also-
into my nose.
Also, I cannot stress this enough. Although it did revive you, there was still a mace wound in your chest.
So yeah, I
Thank
also
you.
got, like, scarring
So, yeah,
there.
you know, your
You know, it
bones
has
crack
since
into
been
place and everything.
healed.
But
But
it's
you're fine. But
you're good. You're
It's
better
like
than you have
CPR.
been.
It's like CPR. If you're not breaking their ribs, you're not doing it correctly.
That's fair.
That's what my instructor told me.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
And if you're able to do CPR and their ribs are still intact, once they start breathing, you break their ribs.
Exactly.
There you go.
There, I did it right. Do I get an
But-
A plus?
But yes, Nyx will say, it's been done.
Are you all okay? Are you all alive?
Now we are.
I'll take it.
However,
Uh,
I had asked you to send the letter if I did not come back, and I am back. Could I have the letter back?
yes, of course. Retrieves the letter for you and hands it. I didn't know how long to wait before determining that you had not come back. So I'll be honest, like I was going to kind of shoot in the dark in terms of like time. But hey, you're back within the same day, so there's is what it is.
It is what it is. And then in Nyx's hand, she's gonna light it on fire. And it turns to dust.
Violent.
Alright, just going to I'm not going to ask you to sweep that up because you just fought a bunch
I
of
pressed the
dragons.
digitated away.
Oh,
What?
shit, magic is wild. That's why Tajora makes so much work of it. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Is there anything that I can do to help any of you for the future? You've done a great service to Nixal.
Another potion of haste.
Jora still in their study?
Is Tajora
you-
still
are you
in their
here?
study? No, I
I
left
don't
by
know, are
myself.
we?
I
You
left by
said
myself.
all.
Is Tajora still in their study? I'm sure my friend
There you go.
would like to know.
Yeah, thank you. Please.
Tajora, yes, should be kind of winding down for the night. I assume that they sleep, although I have never seen them sleep. So I just assume that all flesh beings sleep. Is that the case?
It is not. However, the majority of flesh beings still sleep.
Interesting. Logging that information away, researching that later. Yes, they should be in their sanctum.
Thank you very much. I'll let my friend know. I'm sure she'll be on their way post haste.
Speaking of haste, just
That's why I used
My
the
other
phrase.
friend wants to know.
But I'm sure that probably in the morning we might all reconvene and inquire about what we will need for the next steps.
I would
Oh,
appreciate a report of what happened. I will not expect that to be immediate. You have all clearly gone through a lot. So please, at your earliest convenience.
of course, and it had just came to mind. Has there been any newcomers to town besides us of late? I was told that somebody would be near.
Not since you arrived, but before you had arrived, two people, very similar looking to you, same racial features, bone structure, etc., a couple, maybe months prior, came into town, not originally from Nexel, but made their new homestead here.
Are
Although I have not seen the girl for a while.
did you guess their names?
I did not. One of my guards checked them before they came into the town. I assumed that they were simply visiting, and then they decided to stay here. I did not catch their names. I apologize.
Do you know where that house is that they're residing in?
I do. And he's just gonna kind of he's gonna insight check you only because like just wants to make sure nothing has happened.
Am I rolling something?
Roll persuasion for me.
What is my persuasion? Oh, it's pretty good. Ah. 23.
Yeah, when you get over double what he rolled, yeah, he just kind of looks at you to see. Yeah, you seem on the level. Here, he takes a map of the town that they have kind of nearby. And while he doesn't give you the map, he does kind of point out around this district here. You should find them. It is the home that looks newer than the others.
It's much appreciated, thank you.
Of course, we're appreciative of everything that you have done for our city and for our protector, Kaja.
What time of night is it at this point?
It's about like 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Okay. I think Nyx would go to the house, but would kind of just from like across the street or across the ways, just kind of like try to look in the windows and see if she can see anything.
Shady.
What?
That was shady.
Oh yeah. Then again, everyone here is shady as fuck, except for like Lyral and Silva.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Lyral is as blunt as a wrecking ball, and you could see Silva coming from a mile away. You could dead-eye them from, like, low-level orbit.
But yeah, she'll try to, like, just look through the windows to see if she can catch, like, essentially a glimpse of who it is to see if her suspicions confirmed before heading back to talk to the person who she wants to talk to.
You know, it's the D&D staple. I'm gonna need a perception check.
How's my perception? Oh, it's not bad.
Roll perception.
I will say this. Get a 20 and you will get details. Get a 25 and you will get some heavy details.
I got a 24.
Oh! So we like to talk about what the camera can see, but like what the audience can see, but what the characters cannot.
So I got nothing to add to that.
So
Nothing else, at least.
I'm going to tell you first what you do see. You see some candles lit inside. You know that there is someone in there. And they're walking around. It looks like the kind of same structure as your brother. It looks like armor is worn, but not used. Almost as if they're in a constant state of worry. But their mannerisms at the moment seem to be relaxed. He's pacing. turns into what you assume to be a kitchen of sorts as he comes out with like just a giant turkey leg, rips into it. And that is what you see. And you said you're not gonna make your way into the house at this point, right? Or up to the house? Because you know that Rosa is still back at the hotel, very much not able to stand under her own.
I think from where Nyx is currently standing, from like the across the street kind of deal, how many feet away is that?
You are standing, I would say, like a good 80 feet from the front door.
I think with being afraid to face her brother still, she would first change her form back to that of the half-elf that everybody is used to, that her siblings do not know of, and that she will send a message to him, essentially like in a voice he doesn't recognize, just saying, your sister is in this room at the inn kind of deal. Or like Rosa is in this room at the inn. And she will make her way back to the inn.
Okay. I absolutely need clarification on this. Do you say Rosa or do you say your sister?
I say Rosa.
You see him stop in the middle of the room, and his head immediately shoots in the direction farther into the room. And his hand reaches for a sword at his side. But he doesn't draw it. Messages can be responded to, correct?
Yes.
Who is this? Please just be honest with me.
I feel like she can still see him in the window, because she's just kind
She
of...
can still, you still very much see him. His hand is reaching, and his eyes have looked over. In this room, he has not taken his eyes off of something. He's watching something.
But I can't tell what it is.
You just missed being able to see what it is.
So Nyx is like leaning up against the building, kind of across the street. She's got her hood up. And she'll just kind of tilt her head a bit. Look back to the direction of the inn. She'll just say, then in her own voice, she's safe, Geld. We got her out.
Later, get in here now.
What was the beginning of that?
He says, we'll talk later, get in here now.
Instantly at that worry, she's essentially getting 30 feet up, misty stepping into the room.
You misty steps, like, literally 5 feet beside him.
The worry in his voice essentially blew past
You look
anything.
over at him, and there's a brief moment where you sense a warrior's refusal to look away from their target. And there is a moment where he looks at you to acknowledge that someone just teleported into him. There's no way you're not gonna look. Just kind of looks over, draws his sword, and points it deeper within the room. And you look over to see someone who looks very, very, very similar to you.
To me?
But with very, very similar to you. Could be your identical twin. Except the smile continues to grow.
I cast a spell.
What do you cast?
I cast
Oh,
ninth
shit.
level witch bolt.
Whoa!
Are you at? Wait, I thought level 17 was where you get 9th level.
Apparently, levels themselves grow with your level, like your overall level. I don't have access to 9th level spells, but I have access to the slot.
Oh,
Right.
100%. I love that. Please give me an attack roll
You don't.
with advantage
You don't
under the surprise condition.
fuck with my family.
Oh shit.
Does a 29 hit?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and give me damage and then tell me, of course. No, that's Chaos Bolt I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Go ahead and just give me damage.
Hold on, guys. I have to get 8 d12s.
Take your time.
1, 2.
Excuse me. I have to smack a bitch.
This was supposed to be a one shot.
I know, a Valentine's Day one shot.
And then all of you decided to give me deep and intricate
cute-
backstories.
Yeah, what do you want? Expect it, bitch. That's just how you roll.
You're like, this is supposed to be a one shot. It's supposed to be about love and blah blah blah. Well then,
You have to have the backstory to make the character who they are, though. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Yeah.
necessary. Like,
What am I supposed to do? Not give you something tragic?
exactly.
Exactly. What do you expect?
I don't know how to do that.
every one of my characters will have someone close to them who's died.
Uh-huh. Yup.
Yeah, that's right, Lizzie. I'm calling you out.
You don't
Trauma
Mhm.
was circled around it.
Okay.
Trauma.
you don't know everything.
So.
It's so much worse. And it
Hell,
will.
you don't know everything.
Oh,
No, I do
wait.
not.
Damn it, it's too late. I can't change the spell, can I?
No, not right now.
Damn
You've
it,
made
I
this- you've
realized
made
after the
attack.
fact that this is lightning damage. It's probably fucking immune to it. If it's who I think it is. But it's, however, it is 78 lightning damage. I just wasted it. Does it do any damage?
78
Can I
lightning
tell?
damage.
Wait, quicken
As this-
spell.
Quicken
Oh.
spell what?
Quicken spell. Which one was it? Yeah, fuck it. Quicken spell Toll the Dead. Can I get a wisdom
Yay.
save?
Oh, of course you can.
It's probably gonna pass, but figure why not.
I love that Kira was like, yeah, that's the end. That's where we're ending tonight. Okay.
That's good to end it tonight.
I have things that I want to do.
That is a... What? Do I know what I'm doing?
No.
13.
Fails.
Go ahead and roll more d12s. Because you quickened it after the Witch Bolt, meaning it's already lost HP.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh boy.
Sorcery points, man. They're so good.
30. I rolled good. So that is 30 necrotic damage.
For a total of 106 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
You throw this Witch Bolt out, poking a giant hole through the chest of this being. You see no flesh. You see no blood. You see what seems to be some sort of mixture of fibers and wood and various different fabrics that hold whatever this is together. And the smile etched on the face as you toll the dead and the structural integrity of whatever materials keep this thing at bay just withers and crumbles into a pile of sticks, almost plastics, polymers. Give me an Arcana check. split second here.
Yes. 23.
23.
No. Oh yeah, 23.
23.
I thought I did that math wrong.
See,
You rush over to look at this thing, and as far as you knew when you looked at it, it looked like it was made of flesh. But now looking at it, after it's taken damage, after it's died, this is a simulacrum. This is a separate body that was created by some other sort of caster.
Mayhaps may I cast Identify?
There's basically nothing left to identify. It just basically identifies as a simulacrum body,
Okay.
but it does not give you the source. And you hear from behind you, "What the fuck was that? Nyx?"
Nyx will look down at it and then kind of like tilt her head, kind of like turn her head a little bit as he says that. And she'll just kind of say again, Rose is at the inn. She's safe. And she will then look out the window and Misty step out of it. As the
You do
thoughts
Misty step.
the thoughts coming into her head of, I am putting my family in danger again.
One moment, please. I need to look something up.
Oh, great.
Okay, good. You go to run, you go to Misty Step
Does he count
out of the house, and he goes, "Hey, no, fuck that!" Counterspells it.
I counterspell the counterspell.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll.
What's the 17, no, 18.
18. You're able to counter his counter, and you Misty Step 30 feet out of the way, so you are still not out of sight.
I just want to get out of the house.
Okay, yeah, you are absolutely out of the house. He runs outside to meet you. He's dropped his sword.
I keep running.
You were never more athletic than me!
I was always more live.
You say I was always more alive?
Always more lithe.
Or lithe? Shit, okay, expand my vocabulary, why don't you? So, in the night, this chase is being given, back to the hotel, and we are going to cut to, anybody who is outside of the Sanctum of Tajora, which I know is Ronnie. Is anyone else there?
I will have probably stayed with Ronnie.
I'm doing my best to shake Lyral. Like, I'm not gonna outright say it, but I'm
Okay,
giving
well
off
then-
hints.
I will not.
Yeah, you
Like,
you kind of read the
Those
room.
roundabout ways to
That's
get
fine.
there.
Ronnie, you make it outside of the Sanctum of Tajora.
I'm gonna look a little confused for a second, and then, like, hesitantly maybe go to knock, and unsure of what I'm supposed to do, because this is cloth, but it felt like wood, but...
Yeah, you find that you are able to knock on cloth. It's really weird.
We've
it's
established
just weird.
this. Nick's found
Um,
this out.
You catch a message spell come from inside, just kind of pointing in the general direction of the door. May I help you? Who enters my sanctum at this time of night?
It's Ronnie. Hi.
Oh, yes. My apologies. 1 second. Um, and as you kind of have your hand on the cloth, you can feel it give way to becoming actual cloth, and you are able to step inside. They are greeting you at the front of the sanctum. They're kind of in like striped jammies, complete with hat.
Did I wake you?
Oh,
Is wake the right word?
oh, that's a good question. If one is in a meditative trance, does one wake from that? We'll put a pin in that for now.
Okay.
What is it that you need? You look
Um,
distressed.
I'm gonna look down at myself for probably the first time that night and notice just kind of the gunk.
Oh yeah, you are covered in just just gore.
That is a polite way of putting it. I didn't realize that I was this gross. I apologize.
Would you like me to run you a bath?
That's fine. I actually just, thank you. For,
Sorry.
all of it? I don't, it's, I'm not good at this. I
understand that. I am also not very good at reading social cues. I often find myself perplexed by the social ways of just everyone. Just absolutely everyone.
Yeah,
It's
if I'm not in a
fascinating. But
crisis, if I'm not in a crisis, I don't know what is going on. I can't read a room. But yeah, I wanted to say thank you for helping my friends and me. We left in a bit of a tizzy. But I have maybe 2 more favors to ask. They're not huge, but
anything that I can do to help.
First of all, something to write with and something to write on, preferably a stack.
They just kind of look back to a bunch of like empty books and stuff that have yet to be filled with whatever knowledge they have as they travel.
Yeah, I kind of didn't think I was going to need to write anything down when I went on a boat to help somebody get across, and that's all I thought I was doing. Anyway, it's a long story. Second is, do you have... I don't trust people, if that wasn't obvious.
You do seem to have a bit of an off disposition upon first meeting someone.
Again, that's putting it very, very politely. Do you have a way to securely send letters? A way that you know works, that you trust?
I know people. Through my travels. People that I would put lives in the hands of.
It's nothing that serious. I want to make sure that they get where they need to go. If I give you letters, could you get them places?
Make sure that they come directly to me, and I will make sure that they go directly to their source. I will not ask. I will not pry. You have shown me much kindness, and it's been incredible to share my passions and my fixation with others, even if they may not share those same fixations. It's very rare for me to find members of society that understand, or at least comprehend my thought processes. You have done quite a bit for me as well, and for that I thank you.
If after all this is over, assuming that we don't die horrible, painful deaths, could I come back and learn more from you?
Love it if you did. And you know what that means? It means don't die.
I will endeavor not to.
I assume since you are all back that you were successful?
Yeah. What was the silver dragon's name?
Jean.
Kajan.
We got rid of there were 3 of them. 3. 2 adult dragons, I think, and 1 ancient. It was huge. Wasn't expecting that.
Are you all okay?
That's a loaded question. We're all alive.
That is, admittedly, that is what the intention was towards that. I assume that in terms of mental stability, you have all seen better days. If my
Yeah.
sanctum can provide you a place of comfort. And they wave their hand, and you see the openings flutter just a little bit. With or without my permission, you and your friends are able to pass through my sanctum.
Thank you. I'm gonna take the parchment and the writing utensils and kind of like do an awkward little like nod and scurry out. And then I am going to take a bath.
Yep.
Is there some form of flat surface to write on?
Oh man, everything here is kind of fluffy. But you are able.
I'm
You
gonna-
put in like a request for just a normal table. To which nobody says anything like towards you guys, like that they think it's weird or anything like that, because a lot of you just came back. The storm had finished, and a lot of people are putting 2 and 2 together. Also, a lot of you are covered in dried blood and dragon's guts.
I'm not
So
gonna
they're just
question
kind of
people
like,
covered in dried blood and dragon's guts.
nope, you're not. You don't need a high intelligence score to know that shit. Please. F2AFO, you don't even see this, but F2AFO is downstairs going, whatever they ask for, just fucking give it to them. Just, I don't know what's going on, and I feel like it's better if I don't know.
Love that little guy.
Oh, you should have seen him during his campaign. It was so good.
So gonna take a quick bath. And then I am just going to sit at my little desk and write. And I'm not gonna let Lyra look at it.
Yep.
Lyra
fair.
was not in the room.
Okay. I'm
Where
just
did-
going to sit at my desk and write, and then also, when Lyra is not there, seeing that she's not there, I'm gonna that little thing that I was carving at the beginning, I'm just gonna kind of fiddle with that and keep carving that a little bit. And as soon as I like kind of get the sense that she's coming back, I'll go right back to scribbling.
And the camera pans out of the room as you write your letter. Lyra, where did you go off to?
Lyral would have probably just found somewhere quiet underneath the starlight to just kind of sit, and she'll take the coin out of her pocket and just be flipping it. Probably like for a few hours, just to sit in silence for a while.
Tamura's physical appearance left very soon as you guys made your way into the town. As she said, she has battle preparations to make. But very few people have ever talked to their god. Fewer still meet them in person in life. Fewer still like have them like hug them or like physically interact with them.
She's in a lot of shock right now.
There's a lot of just religious clusterfuck that's going through you right now, and this calm stillness finds you well. You are occasionally approached, well, not exactly approached, but there are guards kind of doing their rounds. The first time they see you, just, you all right, miss?
I'm fine. It's been a busy day. I'm fine.
Very well. Just keep your eyes about you.
As always.
And they, you continuously see the same guards until shifts change.
Mm-hmm.
And they just kind of look over at you, and if you ever make eye contact with them, they just kind of give you the nod of like, "You still good?" And you kind of give them the nod of like, "Good," and they just leave you alone.
Once it gets to about like probably 1 or 2 in the morning, I will make my way back to the bedroom.
Ronnie, are you still awake at this moment? You're muted.
I have a lot of things to write.
I won't say anything. I'll let you write, and I will just go to bed.
Eventually, I'll kind of fold over the last one, put a little seal on it, leave it in the stack, kind of set a book on top of it so that it's not obvious, but it's also very obvious what it is.
It's not obvious what it is, but it's obvious that it's important.
Yeah. And kind of just crawl in to bed and curl up in a tiny little Ronnie ball.
Arrows. What do you do for your night?
Alright, so as the camera pans,
Love the camera.
the camera. Alright, you kinda, I don't know how to, anyway, now my brain is thinking how I would edit this, and I need to stop. Alright, so camera pans over to Arrow's 9 Hells room, and she's actually also sitting there writing a letter. Everyone do be writing letters.
Everyone do be writing letters.
None of us has the balls to say it in person.
But instead she's actually using her lyre to write it.
She's using like her instrument to write it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So, she's just not singing, she's just playing this very sad song and writing words on a page. And then she would have just gone up immediately, done nothing else except gone upstairs, done this. And you see a couple of tears down her eyes. And she goes over to her bed punches a pillow. Punches a pillow out of anger. And just has this moment of almost like a tantrum, but just being so frustrated and angry and sad all at the same time.
Your anger and your sadness, it goes unseen and unheard by anyone, as there are wards and spells so that noises from the insides of the rooms do not disturb others. And
She's
yeah, go ahead.
would
Sorry.
that, sorry, no, she's just having what looks like a almost panic attack easily. So yeah, she starts like hyperventilating a little and finally is able to calm herself down. And yeah.
Sylvan,
Yes.
what goes on? Because you've also had a pretty traumatic religious experience.
Yes.
You've murdered one of your new friends, and also
lot
hugged your god.
Silva
So-
will quick.
Pardon?
Enter the room. Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, now we can't.
No?
Oh, now we can.
Now we can.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Are we good now?
You good.
You
Yeah,
sounded
let's go.
very crunchy for a
Okay.
little bit.
It's
and now you're good.
crunchy.
There was a lot of crunch.
Are we good? Or I can go stand by Caitlin's mic.
I could
No,
just
for now you're doing good.
No, you're good.
Okay, okay. So Silva returns to their room and immediately tosses their fancy hat onto the bed and begins crying. They walk over to the standing mirror in their room and they sit down and they pull off all their fancy clothes until they're just sitting in very simple clothing, just like very long, like commoner's t-shirt, and they just stare at themselves, inspecting every part of their face, pulling at their features, and they just cry into themselves. And eventually they just whisper, "Still just a monster playing dress up, I see." And they're gonna break the glass and just lay on the floor and cry for a while, trying to compose themselves. They're gonna think of everything that happened today, and eventually the thoughts of what happened last, seeing Lady Luck herself and the words that she shared with her. Eventually, Silva will pull themselves together and pull some fabric from out of their bag and begin stitching a scarf. And they'll probably do that for the majority of the night.
You get a little ways into stitching the scarf. Shards of broken mirror litter your floor. And occasionally you look down at your hand to see that you still have little cuts and shrapnel. Stuff that'll go away eventually. And you hear a knock at your door.
I heard the faintest
the
of
door,
a
trying to hide.
crunchiness. Oh, there we go.
Trying to hide the room itself with my body and just peeking out.
The little
Hello?
body.
And as you're peeking out of the door, you can see Nyx has come to your room.
Oh, it's late. Is everything up?
Hold on, I would like to make a perception check of the room that Silva's trying to hide.
Sure. Perception versus Silva's deception.
Oh, I don't think I got it. 17.
Oh yeah, that beats it.
Oh. So I just see like the clothing everywhere and the broken glass.
Yeah.
May I come in, love?
Sure. It's a bit of a mess right now. I kind of fell over. Was a bit dizzy after everything that had happened.
No.
And I'll open the door and let you in.
As she walks in, she'll look at everything. Now, you and I both know that that's a lie. We may have just met, but you've got to remember that I am a changeling. I know lies when I see it.
I didn't know that until today, so... Look, I'm really sorry for what happened. I know you don't blame me, but I still do a bit, and I just want you to know that I'm gonna be more careful. I thought that I had trained myself where something like this wouldn't be a problem, but apparently it is still.
I'll admit, your sort of mindset's why I came to you. 'Cause I believe you and I are the same of sorts. It was 100% not your fault what happened.
I don't know if I can believe that.
I know. Because if the roles were reversed, I would be feeling the exact same way. Parts of me...
Better?
Pardon?
I just want to do better.
As do I.
Look, I know you can...
Shit, you keep cutting in and out.
Hang on, let me go step in the other room.
He's coming out of the closet too.
Alright, I think we're good now.
We're good.
Hell yeah.
No more crunchiness.
No more crunch.
Oh, there was so much crunch.
Alright, so what were you saying? Sorry?
It means a lot that you came here, Nyx. But this runs deeper than just today. For a long time, I've been trying to prove to myself that I might be something that I'm not. And I've kind of always knew it. But Lyral had the same thing happen to her, and she was able to resist it. And I think I just need time to think it over.
It's curious. Parts of me had come over here for advice, but I guess the other half of it, the true part is... I guess... we truly are alike, aren't we?
It would seem so.
You weren't there when this group had sorts of first met. There was a festival going on across the sea. My house there, I had secluded myself away for almost a decade in fear that I would hurt some other people from what I had done in the past. I can understand the self-hatred. Gosh, Silva, how old are you?
Well, around 17.
which that's quite old for goblins almost. I'm about grown, close.
You're only a couple of years older than I was when I had murdered my whole family.
I didn't realize.
To find out that my sister, who you had met today, she was everything to me. And I thought I'd killed her.
But you hadn't.
Thankfully, Geld had gotten there in time. He was... Neither of them were really ever home. The town didn't really know I existed. My parents had kept me a secret because of the magic that I have. Very, very volatile. As they constantly referred to me as a ticking time bomb. So they were never home. And of course, the one time she comes home, I had a fight with my parents, and I exploded. And I ran.
I understand how you feel, but everyone is still okay, right? Like your brother, you said you were trying to get a hold of him, and your sister, she's fine.
I just killed something that was currently masquerading as myself in front of my brother. But to use your own words, Silva, I'm fine.
What exactly does all this mean?
I think Tiamat is trying to fuck with us. However, that is not the reason I had come here. I came here originally to let you know that I truly do not blame you. And I guess to also get some things off my chest.
Well, I very much have enjoyed this talk. And I'm going to say I'm sorry again, because that's who I am. And thank you for coming. I know it wasn't my fault. It's kind of my thing to just beat myself up over and over. It's kind of just who I am at this point. But
as is I.
I'm glad I've made friends in you and the rest. Maybe we're not that close yet, and you don't know too much about me, but I want to change that, and I want to stay friends with all of you, and I don't want to hurt any of you. I was making you something, actually, and I'm going to pull up this purple and black scarf that is not even 3/4 of the way done. It still needs a lot of work, but maybe here, and I'll put it around your neck. I think it would be a good fit once it is done.
You're making me something.
Well, just as an apology, almost. I know that's all I've done today, but I just wanted you to know it's true.
I think that it looks wonderful.
Thank you.
I do hope that we can become better acquainted. I also would like to request that neither of us can share what we have spoken about here today.
Of course, anything you said is safe with me. I would never tell anyone.
But I do want you to truly know that I, more than anyone, understand your thought process, as it is the same one that I currently have. And if you ever need to talk, you can always come to me.
Thank you, Nyx. Would you mind staying with me for a little bit, just so I can size this scarf properly?
Oh, I can stay here the whole night if you'd like. I currently have my sister in my bedroom, and I've sent my brother that way, and I don't want to go over there.
Well, I think that'd make me feel a lot better, just having someone around.
She'll, like, kind of get down close to you and kind of elbow you. Would you like to cuddle?
I didn't want to say it, but yes.
Of course, love.
The cutest little cuddle puddle.
Oh, I absolutely love this so much. Bro TP, absolutely.
Right? Like I'm just saying.
And there may be a little tabaxi in the town that has an actual little attraction towards our little Silva.
Oh
They
God,
have-
the coffee date. I
They have
completely
to
forgot.
win my approval.
Oh my god,
now.
the coffee date.
Well, the coffee date was assuming that, like, you know, you came back and you didn't die.
You didn't die.
So,
I
like,
know how I'm celebrating.
tentative. But yes, you guys have a little bit of a slumber party amidst the, you know, half-made scarves and broken mirrors. Nyx, you nip out maybe for like a nanosecond just to see that your brother has, in fact, by brute force, basically, found your sister's hotel room.
I did tell him which room it was.
Okay, yeah, cool. So obviously he doesn't have a key, because you have the key.
Shit.
But the door is fully off of its hinges.
Guilt.
And room is signed out underneath you, so you may have to pay that.
I'm just gonna look at the door. Fuck.
And you can hear, you know, slight sobbing. Like, your brother's not very emotional. You know, he figured both of his sisters may have been dead. So he's just kind of holding Rosa. And you can hear, you can't hear full conversations, but you can hear a little bit through the broken off door that says, like, she's here, she's okay. And he goes, I know. Oh, she's powerful as ever. But, my God, I've never seen magic like that before. It was amazing. I don't know how long I could have gone against that thing. A thing that impersonated my sister. I will find whoever made it, and I will make them rue the day they ever practiced the fucking arcane. She goes, not now. Not now. There's nothing that we can do. I just need to rest. He goes, I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you. And in the morning, we'll hopefully talk to Nyx. Maybe she'll come back to the room. Maybe not. But we will. I'm not letting my family disperse again. We're going to talk. I'm just glad that we're all together again. And then you kind of dip back over to Silva, and you guys shoot the shit. and just when the time comes to go to sleep, you are this tangled, cuddled mess of emotions. And although you are incredibly distraught, there is a comfort in each other that you are able to actually get a good night's rest.
Nyx also helped clean up all of the broken mirror.
Oh yeah, for sure. As assuming you guys weren't gonna like leave. And like, do neither of you have the mending cantrip? All right. Well,
I know I don't.
I am damaged.
then it's
I
possible
have-
that both of you are gonna have a little bit of extra on your bill.
I have prestidigitation. I have mage hand.
Yeah, neither of those are mending. So
I got nothing.
yeah, you guys.
Yeah, but you
Both
can
kinda
scoop the
laugh
glass
about-
shards up with the mage hand so you don't cut your fingers.
At one point, Nyx will be like, "Sylvia, you got any glue?"
Yeah, a lot actually, and I'll pull out like 6 different kinds of glue, like each for different types of fabric.
They're an artist, of course they have.
Puzzle time.
You do your best to glue these pieces back together. Gluing pieces together a full intact mirror does not make.
I do it on
But,
the
you know, it's-
ground, and then hopefully by the time that it dries, I can put it up.
Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it pans out for him.
It's also a way for Nyx to keep her mind off of other things.
Oh, for sure.
Puzzle.
No family
Uh,
bonding like puzzle night.
And
Exactly.
you are all able.
He
to
may have
get
killed
your-
me. However, Silva is now my brother.
Hell yeah.
This is just gonna be every campaign from here on out.
Hell yeah.
It's canon now.
It is canon now. And you guys are able to get your full long night's rest, and that is where we will end it.
Do we level up?
Do you level up? Y'all motherfuckers about to go out against Tiamat. You already know you gotta be 20 just to be on her level.
Level 20.
Sure.
I need to, guys,
There
I
you
need
go.
some help. I need to figure out, I have one level, I don't know where to put it.
All right, broken multi-class time. Hit me up.
I'm
Just throw
already,
it randomly
Hold
in
on.
like cleric.
who knows?
I don't know. Keep going. What's up?
I'm gonna leave the recording open for this in case any viewers in like 5 years from now want to
when
shine
we're-
some light. I currently have 14 in Sorcerer. I want to put 3 into Sorcerer to get to level 17 and have actual 9th level spells. However, I have one level left that I could either put it into Wizard and get 3 levels in Wizard, or I could do a different one completely. I had an idea. The only thing for the that extra, like the 3rd level wizard, is just I get like 2 2nd level spells, which is not really anything I need. Or I could put all 4 into sorcerer, because the 18th level feat is kind of good. Not sure if I'd use it. Or something different.
I would probably just put it into sorcerer.
Plot twist.
So-
I do one in to like fucking warlock, and my patron is myself.
You know, hear me out, right? Like if you did 3 levels in Celestial Warlock, you could be the party healer too.
My thing is that I want to get 9th level
I
spells.
see.
So, as someone with a disturbing knowledge of D&D, yes, I'm fully aware I need to go and touch grass. Here are your valiant options, and please discard whichever you see fit. You can put that level into... Okay, you said you have 3 levels into what? Wizard?
I'm putting 3 of the 4 levels that we're getting into sorcerer. That is for sure.
Okay, and that will make you
That will make me 17th level sorcerer.
okay, and you have 2 levels currently into
wizard.
Into wizard.
The only
so yeah.
thing a 3rd level wizard gets is those 2 2nd level spells, which I don't really need. That's why I'm like, eh.
So here's the pros and cons of other classes. You could go into Bard and get Bardic Inspiration. Not bad. Little extra d6 to give to your party members if you so choose. You could go into Barbarian. You would get unarmored defense, because I assume that you don't use a lot of armor.
I have an 18 AC right now. I'm good.
Okay. Disregard that one.
And
I
the
don't believe...
16th level sorcerer feat I am taking is tough.
Hell yes.
Because I need it.
She gonna get the motherfucking HP.
154 hit points.
Made a big difference.
Oh, 100%. That gave me like 50.
It was like one of the first feats I picked up. I knew I was going to be needing it.
Rogue can give you expertise.
My thing with Rogue is that it's really only good for melee.
Okay. Sorry.
Not necessarily.
For like the good stuff.
So sneak attack
is with a melee weapon.
Must use a finesse or a ranged weapon.
I thought it was a like.
No, you can shoot arrows and sneak attack on them.
100%.
Hey, that's
I
pretty
know
cool, by the way, to do
magic
that.
doesn't count for those kind of attacks, I thought.
It doesn't unless it explicitly states a ranged weapon attack. So, like, if you had Fire Arrow or something like that, or like Hail of Thorns, that kind of thing, then yeah, probably not.
One of my thoughts genuinely was, like, say, Warlock. For some patron. For mainly the Hellish Rebuke, which also stacks with overall level and not class level.
Yes. Also, you get your otherworldly patron at level 1. So you get your subclass at level 1.
Yeah. But my thing is that Nyx herself is not necessarily a religious person.
That has nothing to do with warlocks.
So, my thought for that could be, oh, hey. Because I think there was a thing in Tasha's about yourself being a patron. I thought.
Let me take
That
a
feels
look.
like a
I can
sorcerer
actually.
at that point. Then I don't know.
So these are.
Or I could just put in the
cool,
last level into sorcerer, and that would allow me, as a bonus action, to teleport through shadows.
Ooh, shadow.
Ooh.
No, wait. That's... No, 18th level is... I can make myself be shadows. 14th level. So right now, I could have just been teleporting through shadows.
You're just like zip, 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 zip.
Truly, as a bonus action, when you are in dim light or darkness, as a bonus action, you can magically teleport up to 120 feet into an unoccupied space that you can see that is in dim light or darkness. 18th level is I can spend sorcery points, and as a bonus action, I can transform myself into a shadowy form. In this form, you have resistance to all damage except force and radiant. And, of course, if you end your turn in an object, you take damage.
That's really good. You know, as we're talking over here about, like, what could my warlock patron be? That's a really cool fucking ability.
Because I had also thought, like, with Bard, story-wise, for, like, oh, what does Nyx do at the very end? There was a actual subclass for Bard that would have fit, except level 1 Bards could have access to Cure Wounds. However, it's not really much. It'd be a 1d8. Whereas we have Paladins over here. We have a Druid.
Yeah, but can't you use your sorcery spell slots to cast Cure Wounds?
Well, yeah.
Like, so I mean, you could still upcast it.
I don't know. Would that one upcast?
Yeah, healing or a Cure Wounds upcast.
Yeah, you can definitely upcast Cure Wounds.
What do I do?
If you had more levels to put in the Warlock, I would say Warlock is 100% the move because you could take a short rest and burn your spell slots for sorcery points and then just make a whole bunch of extra spell slots. But with only one level, you really can't do that combo.
Or
There is
do
actually a Warlock combo that basically one of your what is your Eldritch invocations basically makes it so that you don't have to sleep. And so you can only take short, like, you can sleep if you want to, but you don't have to, like, you won't get exhaustion. And if you just take a bunch of short rests, you gain your spells and you put them into sorcery points, and then you just continue to, like, make this giant pool of sorcery points, and you pull them all together into getting spell slots. And then by the time it's the next day, you've got, weirdly, 17 second level spell slots.
Yeah.
It's a busted thing, but you don't have that many levels to put into it. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool otherworldly patrons for Warlock, especially like if you were ever going melee. I always recommend a dip into Hexblade. Hexblade is so good.
Or should I just put the extra one and get 18th sorcerer?
I feel like at this point you might as well get the 18th level ability.
Yeah, that 18th level ability is really cool.
Be unstoppable with 162 hit points.
Yeah, 162 hit points and fucking resistance to all but 2 forms of damage.
If I go into that form.
Yes.
I have one feat that I have not used. Because it seems pointless. I can get a Hound of Ill Omen. And I just feel like he's going to die in one hit, and that would be a waste of sorcery points.
I can tell you that the